Hello everyone and welcome back to Realms of Alovar, the Gleaming Wildfire. I am your host Cole Wolfrun. Here's all the beautiful people who are also playing in this game. We have a guest today. His name is Something Savage. If you could introduce yourself, talk about who you'll be playing, and tell the people where they can find you on the socials.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zach Savage. You can find me at all of the socials at something savage _, because somebody has the name without the underscore, and they won't accept any bribes to get it. So this is where we live now. I will be playing Talus Greyer, who is a Battlemaster fighter, swashbuckler, rogue, and newly appointed bodyguard to the Lady Cyrillus. And that's me. And I'm here to have a good time, despite what everybody else thinks.
I didn't say it wasn't going to be good. I just know it's going to be sad.
You know what? You got.
I mean, we're
not wrong.
When you have players who've played together before. So, quick recap. We did a long recap here. Everything went bad. The Prince of El Halon apparently killed one of the high-ranking counts, Count Burgley's, his son, overnight, and then fled. The older prince, Prince Korgal, was like, I don't know if my brother did that, but if he did, our bad. I'm gonna go talk with my mom, and I'm gonna leave Ramses here to be a diplomat and totally not insurance. Meanwhile, they also discovered that there may be a potion that can cure the petrification, and Thea went to go grab it from her kingdom. Meanwhile, Amaryllis's kingdom, the kingdom of Sylvaron, is being attacked by the dragon Raikan. Oh, and Krios is paladin now. I love how probably the most intense roleplay moment I went, oh yeah, that happened. So, that is our catch-up. No announcements to make or anything. Pyrea's back, which is happy times. Hooray! So we'll see you after our little intro. Welcome back, everyone. So, where we're going to begin, Thea, you have just walked out of a meeting room with the Queen and your father, and are walking back towards the portal that'll get you back to the Empire. As you are walking, it opens, and Prince Korgal walks through, and as soon as he walks through, you see his little mask of like, oh yes, this is fine, drop, and he looks deeply concerned.
Shouldn't be happening. Is everything all right?
Count Burgley's oldest son was murdered in the night, and Radamix's sword was found impaled into his back, and Radamix had disappeared. So not only do I not know where my brother is, he may have just killed one of the most powerful men in the world's oldest son.
Oh. Smite. Should we return through that portal, or perhaps
You are going to.
stay in... Alright.
You're going to, and you and Ramses are going to be our diplomatic liaisons And if you hear anything about Ratamix, he's gonna toss you a sending stone. You let me know immediately. Not my mother, not your father, me.
Right. Understood. She'll tuck this stone back in her pocket, and then she will make sure that everything that we previously discussed, she has kind of secured, tucked away for any sort of ease of use if she needs to, for whatever reason. And she'll just do a kind of a standard quick nod to all three of them before she turns towards the portal. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Everything will be fine, and if not, I mean... And she'll, like, glance at her father for a split second.
He just goes... He's just got a big smile.
I know what to do if it doesn't go well. And then she'll, like, go through the portal.
Before you go, Korgel puts a hand on your shoulder and he just goes, be careful. Ramses is going a little... He's a little volatile.
Well, this has all become much more complicated, don't you think? But I will. And she'll, like, tap his hand and kind of scoot through the portal.
Portal. Meanwhile, the rest of you. You all wake up, those of you who stayed the night in Amaryllis and Cyrillis' childhood home, which is all of you except Varvara, who is busy. And there is a knock at the door.
Amaryllis will go get it.
Cyrillis is like in bunny slippers, coming down the stairs.
She drinks a lot of wine. It's
Weary-eyed, sleep mask like above her head. Just
as you open the door, it is your brother, Virulis, standing with a human-looking man next to him. He goes, "Your newest appointed." Oh, thought it was Cyrillis.
It's good to see you too.
Cyrillis just comes to the door, moves Amaryllis out of the way, and just goes, "What?"
This is Talus. He's your newly appointed bodyguard.
No, and closes the door.
Can she do that?
No, she can't.
Cyrillis. Yeah.
She locks it. She just straight up locks it. Takes, like, swings by the coffee machine, like wherever coffee is found, and then goes right up back to bed. No,
One moment. Just stay right there.
Virulis turns to Talus and goes, "I told you my sister was a handful."
You may have underrepresented that particular trait, but nobody said the job was easy, so...
Thankfully, when my brother tends to level her out a little bit, so you won't have as hard a time as you think. But I forgot to tell you, her previous bodyguard was petrified, turned to stone right in front of her eyes 2 days ago.
So is that like a hazard of the job? Does this happen a lot?
He drops a coin purse in your hand with 50,000 gold in it.
It does not matter. All right, perfect.
Hazard. Here's your hazard pay. And then he waits because he knows Amaryllis is going to open the door.
He'll unlock the door and he'll be like, "Come on in. Just give me just a moment. Just make yourself at home."
Virulis will just nod at Amaryllis and walk away. So, Talus, you walk in, and where I have a feeling Ramses would have been up early, as he always is.
I was gonna say, for a point of order on that, Ramses would have slept in the stable with the wyvern.
That's again. Right. He did sleep in the stable. Mm-hmm. That's right. Krios probably would have been the first one up then, because...
Yeah, Krios is like downstairs just having a cup of coffee, just like looking around like, wow, these siblings, I tell you what, just having a time.
Oh Jesus! Only we're gonna get in. If only we were gonna get into your family soon.
Please no.
Ew.
So,
Um,
yeah.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's lovely to meet you. Who am I seeing right now, like in the downstairs area? Is it just Krios?
It's just Krios and
It might be-
Amaryllis, I think.
I think Amaryllis is like, I'll be right back. Amaryllis, let me get Cyrillus. Goes upstairs. Just like leaves them down there. Oh.
Okay. You see, he'll like kind of awkwardly just like glance around at the house.
Chris will walk over and like introduce himself. Say, "My name's Chris Alakir. You seem very new. What is your name?"
Yes. Hello. My name is Talus Grayer, and you see he'll do a little he'll do like a little bow.
Can you describe Talus's physical appearance for everybody, please?
Oh my gosh, of course, the most important part. So you see he's he's clean shaven. You see he's got bright, very bright blue eyes, long blonde hair in a low ponytail, looking like a founding father. With like black and brown studded leather armor, and there's a rapier and a dagger on his hip.
Pleasure to meet you, Talos. I can't say they're always like this, but I would say you might need to get used to this.
I gathered. How many more are there in your party?
Oh, that's a good question. Above board, I guess it's just the four of us at that house, right?
The four of you at the house, and then Ramses is at the stables, and then Varvara is probably having fun.
In the arms of her lover.
Indisposed.
Indisposed.
Her lover in the
giant form?
nighttime. Woo! Or the daytime.
Chris would say there are a few of us at this house here, but there are more at the main castle. If you give them a moment, the rest will be down. I'm sure Amaryllis is working hard.
How often does Amaryllis have to work this hard?
Well, since we came here, I would say Amaryllis has been in overdrive.
Just giving myself a better idea of how hard I will be working. Thank you.
Chris will like smile, put a little hand on the shoulder, and just go, "You'll be working really hard."
Is there more coffee where that came from?
Absolutely. Come have a cup of tea with me. Cup of coffee with me.
And before we have Cyrillus and Amaryllis, we're going to pan to Ramses in the stable. Your wyvern is got her head in your lap, and she's just kind of, I guess cooing is kind of a good word.
Yeah.
Like trilling, I guess. Trilling.
Ramses is
You have bonded.
yeah, Ramses is kind of stroking the top of her head, kind of lightly singing a in Draconic this it's basically a lullaby. It's the same song that pretty much all the knights in his order like sing to their hatchlings at first. But he's definitely not, his heart isn't in it. He's just kind of going through the motions. And he would have asked he would have asked the stables if they could provide a saddle to certain measurements that he could then alter to fit a dragon. So I think he's also got his like leather working tools that he has from his pack, and he's thinking that's what he's about to spend his day on.
Okay. And as you're sitting there tinkering, a portal opens, and it's a portal you recognize. Apparently they sent the portal directly to you. Out walks Thea.
Yeah. Welcome back.
For probably a good solid 5 seconds, her face is a lot more irritated than you've seen it since they started this journey. And then I hear while I was gone there seems to I don't know a polite way of saying this, but everything just sort of fell apart.
Fell apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Allegedly, one of the princes murdered somebody,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, tensions are quite high.
Right. And again, no offense to you in this situation. Still not very familiar with each other, but where were you when this event happened?
I was in my chambers, sharing the prince's chambers, as a matter of fact. I don't have an account for my entire night, but if you're wondering if I killed the Burgleys, one, valid suspicion, and I do not harbor any ill will for that. But I hope you will believe me when I say that if I were to have done it, it would not have been in the dead of night.
I understand.
Actually,
That's
no,
good.
I wasn't sleeping in the chambers. I slept here the last 2 nights.
So
I don't know if
absolutely.
any of the stable hands could verify that, but what it's worth, I didn't do it.
I don't even think Thea feels suspicious at this moment after Ramses explains this, and she won't question it. She definitely believes him in this moment. Well, since it wasn't you, and it obviously wasn't me, our solution is now finding and she chews on this word for a second. Dear Prince, don't you think?
Yes, but Thea, there is also something I believe you should know that I was informed of yesterday. And Ramses kind of like gently kind of gets out from under the head of the wyvern and will like lean on the fence next to the stall. Krios informed me that it seems our dear prince had become entangled in some sort of fiendish bargain with I don't have the name off the top of my head.
Tyrax.
With being called Tyrax, and apparently, very likely could have been a factor in what went down. I am loath to believe it myself, but it is very possible that our prince did, in fact, do this. And actually, can I look around? Are there any of the stable hands listening to us, or anyone else?
Give me a perception check.
I am okay at that. 15.
15. There is one stable hand like at the very end of the stable right now. There's not a lot of them in here right now. Doesn't seem to be listening to you. It's just a little young kid, like little half-elf kid, maybe 16.
Ramses lowers his voice for the last part where talking about it. And apparently there are multiple people at court here involved with this Tyrax as well.
Well, then the obvious answer is our prince didn't do it of his own free will. And we'll go from there. I think that might be a good public position to take, don't you? Until we know further details.
Absolutely. I am well trained at how to behave at court amongst royals and kings and all that. I am not trained to be a diplomat. I find myself in deep waters right now.
Let you in on a secret. Most of them also aren't trained to be diplomats. So don't worry. I know what I'm doing, and I suppose you also know what you're doing, yes?
I have an idea. What is it that you do exactly? I have an idea.
Well, I think that's enough for now. An idea is better than nothing, don't you think?
Very fair, Lady Thea. But if I look across the grounds, can I see the childhood home and presumably people have perhaps more
Yeah,
activity
it's
over
not
there?
it's not super far, and you can see people kind of walking around. We'll actually say you see Varvara, but we're gonna do Varvara's little scene beforehand
Yeah.
first. But
Yeah, well,
we'll catch up.
Ramses will look at the house and go, and it seems our companions are awakening, and perhaps we should join them. I think we have a mission ahead of us.
I agree, and I believe the more visible we can be in these next couple of hours, days, the better. So, I suppose practice being a perfect diplomat, which, again, most of them don't know how to do anyway, so after you. And she'll, gesture for Ramses to,
Yeah.
go to the house.
Ramses will walk.
And then we're gonna do a little time rewind, and Varvara, you wake up to your new. Gotta put the beard on.
Phenomenal.
To your new your new fling, or however you want to, Grigor, pouring morning coffee and then pouring vodka in the coffee. And he hands you your rock vodka coffee. Oh yes, Zach, just so you know, there's two types of vodka in this world. There's normal potato vodka made by elves, and then there's dwarven rock vodka made from edible rocks, and it is the strongest alcohol in existence.
Amazing, incredible. Give me 14 of them right now.
I know you don't mean rock candy, but that's all I can think about.
That's what I'm thinking about
Now,
I've been trying to find the rock candy so I can eat it on camera.
Yes.
Which is funny because it just looks like normal stones and different stone. There's edible versions of every type of rock. So it's like, oh no, this is just pyrite. So you wake up and he hands you. He goes, good morning, my dear. How did you sleep?
Right, as Varvara wakes up, she at first sees Grigor and she goes, she gives a genuine smile. And then she remembers the conversation she had with her father the night before. And then she goes, ooh. And she picks up the coffee with the vodka, takes a shot, gathers herself, and kind of hides behind a smile again, looks at Grigor and goes, good morning, Scale Snuggle. How are you? How did you sleep?
I slept beautifully with the amazing warm beard by my side. You never know the joys of body hair until you snuggle with someone who has plentiful amounts.
Yeah, I have been told my beard is soft, so kind of like a blanket, I guess.
Indeed, it kept my chest very warm.
I bet Truce sleeping by your side also felt quite snuggly.
You see scratch marks on his scales, on his on his shoulder. He's like, yes, quite.
Varvara's gonna look at his scratch mark and look back at Truce and be like, buddy, what's wrong?
Just goes,
He's a good man.
and what? I had to make biscuits, and I just happened to have my claws out when I was making biscuits.
Why is his voice different?
Because I wanted it to, because I forgot what he sounded like. It's an animal companion. His voice can change. It doesn't need to. Whatever. It's a telepathic voice in your head. It's fine.
That's true. Truce, no more scratching my lover. Even though his scales are strong. But please.
Fine, I was just testing out, see if he made good biscuits. And it turns out scales don't move good enough to make biscuits, so guess I gotta do it on you.
Well, I can handle it, as always. The scar kind of proves the point.
Goes, hey, why did I randomly turn into a panther last night?
Varvara's kind of gonna side-eye at Grigor, do a little bit of like a chuckle.
I don't want
Don't worry about it. Truth, it's not for the faint of heart.
Since Zach doesn't know,
Tiamat himself might have been a little offended by what we did last night, but it's okay.
So Varvara has He-Man powers. Whenever she rages, her kitty cat turns into a panther, and she may have raged during sexy times with her dragon friend last night. So the panther's just walking around the castle. The kitty cat
What's going on?
turned into a panther and was like, "What?"
Something's happening here.
I don't think
All
Val
right,
thought about that whenever she went, "I rage," but I was like, no.
Phenomenal.
Now everyone will know. Or will they?
Well, they know you were raging.
But why? There was no fights in the castles. Varvara is gonna look at Grigor and be like, "Hey, I know your stomach's weak, but would you care for some coffee with vodka?
Of
Or
course.
hold on.
He chugs it down.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm growing
I guess
accustomed to it. I've been traveling with you for months, and in those months we've done this every morning. I'm getting better.
I'm glad. I'm very excited about it. But listen, Grigor, you heard the conversation I had with my father last night.
Yes,
And-
what a dick waffle.
He truly is, but some of the news are good, some of the news are bad, and those are the news I actually have to share with Amaryllis and Krios, and we better go find them.
Ah, yes, for
So-
we have to go aid in defense of Sylvaron.
Sylvaron, how would you have done it, Grigor, if it was you? Would you have helped Sylvaron in my place back in the day when my father refused?
You are an astoundingly kind person, Varvara. I believe I would have helped if I had the power. And unfortunately, knowing your father, if you and I had swapped places, your father tends to listen to his sons, so he probably would have helped. I think it is specifically, no, after hearing from your father, I think it is because you asked that he said no.
That is an interesting standpoint, Grigor.
I've heard him talk
And
with
all
your
the-
brothers, and he gives them anything they want.
So you're saying that next time I want something, I should just talk to my brother first, get on their good side, and then maybe my father will be on my side.
Now you're thinking.
Unknowingly.
Now you're thinking like an older sibling.
Ah. My scale snuggles. I'm just so happy you're here because you're opening worlds to me. Maybe you'll treat my family trauma, who knows? Maybe I just needed a scaly, tall, horny guy.
Sorry about the
Pun intended.
the flame exhalation. We need to get you more fire resistance.
When I'm raging, I'm resistant to a lot of things, my friend.
Anyway, you guys head back to meet up with everybody, and on your walk down, you see Ramses and Thea with Ramses walking up to Amaryllis' house as well. And Amaryllis and Cyrillus, you went up to talk to your sister. Yeah, welcome to the campaign, Zach. It's a little unhinged here.
Cyrillus?
No,
Cyrillus, please.
no. No, no one else is getting petrified. No one else is dying. Not on my account. Nope. No. No, thank you. I'm sure he's very nice. His eyes are very blue, unsettlingly blue. I'm sure he's very nice.
And he's down having coffee right now, so
That's cool. Excellent. Wonderful. Good for him. Nice. But no thank you.
you know that petrification was not your fault.
You say that. But I don't think you're correct. So, no thanks.
I think you just need a big cup of coffee and some time with your friends.
You need a big cup of coffee and some time with your friend.
I do need a big cup of coffee. I'm gonna stand here until you come out. You're gonna make me stand here and turn to stone too.
Don't you dare. Don't play. Don't play. That's rude. I'll come down for coffee. He has to go home, though.
Mm,
He has
I
to
didn't
go
hear
home.
that.
He cannot stay.
I'm walking down the stairs. I didn't hear what you said. You're gonna have to tell me downstairs.
And then she really could get up from behind the door where she's been sitting with her back to the door. She's gonna pull on her whatever the equivalent of Darth Vader in their universe is. Pull her robe around her and run down the stairs.
Just walks over and gets his own cup of coffee and says nothing.
Are you all right, Your Grace?
I will be when this cup is emptied.
Understood.
Cyrillus just immediately takes her coffee, goes and sits, and then just sits with her coffee. It's like, nope.
We're not mourning people. It'll be fine.
He'll be gone is what it'll be.
Just ignore her. It's okay.
Friend, is this what we consider progress in this group?
That's an excellent question.
Cyrillus is just gonna look up, narrow her eyes, and go, I'm sure you're very nice. I'm not going to bother learning your name. You're in very, very grave danger, and I would like for you to not die. So how's about this? Keep whatever money my brother has given you and go home.
She makes a good point, my friend. If I could take the money and go, well...
Yeah, just
But-
solve it.
Unfortunately, I did give your brother my word, and I don't have very many things, but my word is one of them. And from what I understand, there is quite a bit happening, and you can't really afford to turn down the extra hand. You said you were sure I was very nice, but you didn't check.
You son of a bitch. And then she just goes immediately back to her coffee.
Crio's just whispers, "Well done, Talos."
My heart is beating very, very fast. She is very scary.
I'll get used
Sink
to
or
it.
swim, buddy. Sink or swim.
If we arrive at this point, Ramses will enter, and walk past, I guess where Krios and Talos are sitting, and get 3 feet past and then stop. and then you see him visually process, oh, a stranger. And turns and stands straight, looks at Talos, and gives a polite kind of half bow at the waist, and goes, "Good morning, sir. Am I to assume that you are joining cohort?"
Correct. I have been I know also do a little half bow. I have been hired to keep an eye on the Lady Cyrillus, and to assist this group in the dealings in which you find yourselves. From what I understand, is quite a lot.
Which we are very appreciative of, aren't we, Cyrillus?
Some of you are, I'm sure.
Well,
Theo will
With-
kind of like pop around the side of like Ramses as they're introducing each other, and she'll.
Oh, there's
do a
more of you.
little- Oh, that wasn't very nice of you to say. Was I not supposed to be here? As she kind of like glances around the room briefly. What qualifies you to protect anybody here? Just out of curiosity.
Cyrillus is gonna look up from her coffee and just go, my older brother has decided that somebody else gets to be petrified this time instead of me, which... That's another can of worms for another day. But my brother has decided that somebody else's life is going to be expendable. Again!
In my defense,
So,
I have not
here's
died
me.
yet.
You also
Yet.
mentioned pride, which is the objective at the moment. But I might have something. As she rifles through her pouch on her side and pulls out a potion, a kind of a glowing. It starts off as red, turns to green, turns to orange, settles on kind of a yellow color, and then she'll shake the contents, and it all mixes together and turns blue.
Is that what I think?
Yes. My father, well, scratch that. That's a Pyrea slip. I didn't say that out loud. Actually, hold on. Let me.
I was
Let
about,
me.
Ramses
No,
was about
wait,
to be like,
wait,
oh.
Wait a minute. No, I'm gonna do a fun thing. If I roll high because I didn't finish the statement. Hold on.
Nice.
I rolled a 7.
Yay.
It slips. It slips. It completely slips.
Oh my gosh.
Was able to get something together for you. So, I hope it should help.
Has it been
Honestly,
tested?
It should work. Sort of.
It doesn't even follow the rules of primary colors. Those colors should not mix together to make that color.
You mean sort of?
Well, I believe it'll work. And I know it's a prototype. And I've seen success in some things,
Is it
but
a
not all of them. I'm also quite busy from time to time, but it would not have been given to me if it didn't work.
And what does not success look like, if I may ask?
Well, you just stay petrified, I would imagine. But
Hmm.
again, I'm quite busy, so I'm not
Is
fully
it-
sure.
how many uses?
I would know this information. Pyrea doesn't.
One. It is a
one.
one because it is the prototype. We'll save Varvara and Grigor just standing in the doorway.
With a glow about them.
She's got flecks of gold on her shoulders.
Good for her.
You can really see it against the beard.
She's got gold dust all in her beard.
Yeah.
Oh my
Her
god.
beard basically looks.
Oh god!
Her beard basically looks blonde.
No!
Didn't. It is the prototype, so once. I mean, none of you could use it if you don't want it. I can put it back.
No. I was just deciding who. And he'll glance to Cyrillus.
Cyrillus just like straight up like stands up and like hands her coffee to Talus. Is just like she grabs her brother's wrist and like pulls him back up. Like they're going upstairs. They're gonna talk about this privately. She doesn't trust nobody.
Oh,
Well, that was short-lived.
Well,
Indeed.
Varvara's gonna look around the room while Cyrilis and Amaryllis are leaving and be like, and she's gonna do that stance, like her hands are here. She's gonna like do the little like
How tall is Talus? by the way?
evaluation.
Everything is so tall for her. Just
How tall? How
Yeah,
tall?
gonna look around like this,
How tall is
looking up
Talus?
at everyone.
Oh, like 5'10".
Oh yeah. Barbara is what, like 4'8" in her dwarven form. She's gonna
And
look
her-
around.
And her birth boyfriend is 6'7".
You do the math.
small tall.
You know, her daddy trauma is perfect for this.
Oh god.
What have I done?
What have you
we don't
done?
talk about
That's
that's
a
a
game
game
this to me.
I gave
Anyways, she's looking around the room. She's kind of looking at everyone, and she's like, "Welp, everyone seems to be in kind of a grim mood here, but I do have a solution. I see you drinking coffee, but this coffee is it's pretty weak. I have much stronger coffee. She's not gonna tell you that there's vodka in there.
I'm
She's
gonna
gonna be
roll
like,
for this.
you guys wanna?"
Grigor stands above her and he's mouthing.
Krios knows, and he's not gonna say anything.
Can I do
Want coffee?
a perception check to see if I can get a whiff of the vodka in the coffee?
Yes.
May
Yeah.
I make an insight check to see if I just don't believe Varvara?
Sure.
18.
It's definitely you definitely get the strongest whiff of vodka you've ever gotten in your life. But you haven't had dwarven vodka before, so it smells way stronger than the normal vodka you're used to. You can't smell coffee at all.
I'll take that. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
There you go. By the way, we haven't met before. I'm Varvara, the dwarven princess of Horgus.
Talus, nice to meet you.
Perfect. She's gonna go in for a handshake.
Talus is going for a bow, and then and now it's like now he's bowed and he's like, oh, and then reaches out to do a handshake while he's like half bowed.
She's gonna try and pull you in and do like one of those bro
hugs.
hugs.
Oh, okay, we're doing this now. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Here is the coffee. Anybody else?
Varvara, my friend, you know I love vodka coffee in the morning.
Thea will take like the smallest cup available, and she'll go. I'm not really much of a coffee drinker, so let me.
You'll like this one. Don't worry.
Everyone who drinks, give me a con save.
Amazing.
+3 if you're within 10 feet of me. Or 15.
And if you're not within 10 feet of him, you're within 10 feet of Grigor. It's another +3.
Add a nat 20 on that.
Krios is so used to drinking the vodka coffee, he's just
14,
fine.
16, 17,
Delicious.
17.
It hits you a little bit, Talus, but then you go, oh, okay, that's not. It's just like the strength of it immediately, but you have a high enough alcohol tolerance that you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't that bad.
Okay. I really thought it was going to be scotch, but okay, I'm fine with this. This is fine.
And
Just Carrie crawling around.
I dropped the die.
a mood. I got a 10.
Since you only had a little, it hits you really hard for a second. Like, it's like that night. It's like everyone's night when they're 21 having Fireball for the first time, you know?
21.
Okay, you know, I was trying to keep it, like, legal on the YouTube channel.
I mean, that's fair.
I played high school football, okay? It was like 15.
Thea is going to take drink the coffee, and she's gonna. Oh, you know, suddenly I'm not feeling very well. Perhaps I don't have the stomach for this. And then she's gonna put the cup down on the table and like hold her stomach and like rush out of the room. And after she leaves the room, she's going to cast invisibility and try and find where the siblings went.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
So first,
Very interesting.
so
Smart.
first, so you're able to track them very easily because they weren't.
Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah, like I can hear them.
Now give me a stealth
Okay.
check at advantage.
Amazing.
Oh man.
A nat 20.
Oh.
Which I'm guessing is a 30 something for you.
Yeah. What was it?
Dang.
You said stealth, 28.
28.
Yeah.
Oh. So you make your way up there very easily. No one's passive perception is that high, I'm aware, and you wouldn't act. No one of you would be actively perceiving at this point, I would say, except I'll let Cyrillus specifically do a perception check.
Cyrillus would immediately ask her phoenix familiar to keep watch. Like, that's the kind of she's in her own goddamn house.
Okay. And I have the stat.
Like-
I have a stat block for her, so I will roll a perception.
Thank you.
Oh, baby.
Almost, actually. 26
Phew.
with an 18
Dang,
on the
bird.
die. With an 18 on the die, so she has a plus because this phoenix has a +8 to perception. It's a very wise bird.
Yeah, right.
But
I'm just
But
sneakier.
she does
I
not.
hold to.
Ananda does not notice Thea. And Thea, you come to the door, and I need you to give me a perception check to see how much you can hear through the door.
Listen. 16 on a die for a total of 26.
Yeah, you're gonna hear every word they say.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Rogues doing
Say-
rogue things.
Say something weird.
Say-
Oh no. Oh no.
Next time she tries to do it is she thinks Grigor and Varvar are up to something. She tries to sneak and she hears everything. It's like,
Oh no.
I feel like everybody downstairs hears everything too. Like I feel like it's not a call.
I have had canon that he yells, "Tally ho!"
Uh,
God.
can I be
Here's the
Grigor's
thing.
bodyguard? Can I?
Doesn't trust nobody.
Varvara screams her battle cry like Xena.
Oh no. Oh, it's so cursed.
These two should be polar opposites, but they are like perfect for each other.
They are.
I love how I made this random Dragonborn NPC and everyone, like after session 1, messaged me, "He better not die."
I love
And I'm
him.
like,
Yeah.
You can't.
Nope.
"Oh, he's
We
coming." Oh, you, Pyrea, your Amazon Music just popped up.
I did not mean to do that. I apologize.
Technical difficulties,
Incredible.
folks. Please get rid of that somehow.
What is
Trying. Hold on.
What is
We're
happening?
gonna leave this in for the funnies, but they can't even
Well,
see
that's-
anyone's faces except
You-
Carrie. Carrie is in
gotta-
the middle of the screen right now, just going, "Hey."
Theory, improv.
You gotta start putting out a blooper reel for TikTok.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Cindy's going to help me with editing for
I
TikTok.
have you. I got you.
And
Oh.
then
Oh
Cindy.
my gosh.
Where did it go? Oh, okay. I found it. Its little box went away.
Oh,
Leave activity.
There we go.
That was
So
funny.
it-
I just saw Bria. I was like, "Who joined the call?"
Who is
It's
this?
like at the bottom, and I didn't. And I went to go click "Don't show this again," and then I hit it, and then it was like, "Surprise! You guys are gonna have a dance party at a really bad time."
Anyway,
Oh man.
You tell Jeff Bezos this is my guest episode.
we don't want Jeff Bezos in this episode, guys.
Get out.
Unless he wants to make a
Oh.
Legend of Vox Machina style like animated series. I mean, that's if you're listening, Jeff.
Technically, didn't they kind of make it themselves? I mean, they I mean, they went through
Listen,
the
Amazon
gave
but Amazon gave them more money.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, but anyway, Cyrillus and Amaryllis begin talking.
All right. Cyrillus is
You're okay,
still a
Maria.
suspicious little shit and doesn't like strangers in her house. Do you remember when we were kids and Mom told us that story about the pirates, Hadassah and Finton? Do you remember that story? And how they adopted a baby child that they found on an island in the sea? And at one point, there was a big risk that they had to take. And so they chose to not risk the baby they found from the sea. And that, like, do you remember this story? Do you remember what I'm saying?
I do. Get to the
point. Are
point.
you picking up
Get
what
to
I'm
the
putting
point.
down?
Cyrillus? I do. But also, this party has put a lot of trust in us. So maybe give a little.
Fine. The fighter can stay.
Okay, that's one win.
But
The potion.
whichever takes the lowest risk. This is untested. Frankly, I don't want to use it at all. Not until we've tested it. Our people have tested it.
And who would you test it on? Are we to just wait until the next person gets petrified and hope for the best?
I hate to say that the answer is probably animal testing, but the answer is probably animal testing.
No. This is the closest.
I'm not going to risk the scientific method on people who could die if we get it wrong. I'm not. This is one shot. It is the first try. This is the first draft. If it goes horribly wrong, I am not risking my nephew. I'm not risking the last man who was put in dangers and harm's way on my behalf. Nope. Not until we know it works and can be replicated. We'll need more than one shot anyway. And tears are going to well in her eyes, and she's just going to look at him and she's going to go, he's been gone for 100 years.
I know.
A few more once is not going to hurt him.
We don't even know if
Rushing
there'll
on
be.
An untested trial could.
Right now, I don't even know if Sylvaron will last another 100 years.
I say we offer this vial, the one we've been given, to our people, our healers. Have them see if they can replicate it. And then test that.
Let's even see if Thea is willing to hand it over and do that.
Fair.
I might have told the Emperor that I would want to test it on Uroth first. Just so you know.
It makes
But
sense.
I'll respect whatever you choose.
And she just puts up her hand and she goes, I think Uroth would insist on it being tested on Uroth first.
Uroth.
Good bean. That's what I do.
And then she goes ahead and she's like, thanks, Amanda! And opens the door really, really violently.
Oh, God.
Just in case. Because she is suspicious all the time.
Listen,
With
I'm
how
speaking.
good Thea's perception check is, she hears you coming and goes against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And That's what I do, guys. I make lovable NPCs that you all just love so much, and then I murder them.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I don't know who Uroth is, but I think I'd die for him.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Val's,
Get it already.
Val's sitting there like, don't you kill Grigor.
Off limits.
While they were gone, Ramses would have introduced himself to Talos. Who would said it? Sir Ramses Argos. Pleasure to have you here, Master Talos.
No, just Talos is fine. I'm of no consequence.
No one is of no consequence.
So quite a group you have here.
Yes, quite a mix of rulers and warriors and mages and the like. Bit of an odd bunch, but we seem to be making it work so far, for the most part. Do you?
I will simply just try to not get in the way, not get killed, or let anybody else get killed. That does seem to be my my lot with this group.
A very conducive goal, I would say. I see you carry a sword and a dagger. I assume you are a duelist based on your kit.
Yes, these two have seen me through quite perilous times, and I don't quite think that job is done just yet.
Are you do you do any spellcraft yourself?
Oh, no. Not the brain, nor the talent, nor the time for all that.
It is certainly admirable for those who are able to go far in this world with naught but blood and steel.
It'll fail one day, but I hope that day is far off.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Could I possibly I don't know how Zach, I don't know how like forthright Talos is with his demeanor, if this would take an insight check, but to possibly get a read on if he's kind of putting up a front of this sort of, if he's sort of feigning this humility, or if it does seem to be a genuine just his genuine attitude.
Go ahead and roll. I mean, if Zach is okay with it, I think an insight roll for that is pretty justified.
That feels insighty.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Like that. 22.
Yeah, it's pretty straight up. It's very I'm doing what I can with what I'm given.
And I will also corroborate that is in fact the case.
Very nice. Yeah, Ramses is definitely he kind of gives Talos. Also for Jake, is it Talos or like Talus?
Talos.
Talos.
Yeah, US on the end there.
Thank you. Yeah, he'll kind of give Talos like a bit of like one of those like nods, and then go fetch himself a cup of coffee. In this moment too, because he has now slept in the stable 2 nights in a row, Ramses is like not very clean, and he smells of barn.
That is very fair. You should probably go take a bath.
He will.
But as you are saying this, unless Krios and Varvara, you guys wish to chat a little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we got some catching up to do. I think Cruz would approach Barbara after the vodka coffee and say, "Friend, we have some things to talk about. I fear."
Buddy! She's gonna give him a biggest hug.
And he'll reciprocate the hug.
And she'll be like, you are correct. It's been a while since we talked, and I don't even know why. It seems like we're always taking different paths, even though we're on the same trip. Let's fix it, shall we?
Indeed, friend. Let's take a step away from this rowdy bunch. Why don't we?
Let's do it.
I guess I could just move to like another. I forget the layout of the castle, but maybe whatever room is like nearest by.
Make it up as you go. Hey, yeah.
Is there like a terrace that we can go to, like a fun?
Do it.
Ooh,
yes.
I like that vibe.
Yeah.
So we'll go there.
Yeah.
Barbara's gonna like lock her elbow with you and just march happily, excitedly.
Oh, I love this. Creels will like turn once they reach the room and just be like, "Do you want to go first or should I go first?"
You go first. You seem like you have a lot on your mind. What's been going on, friend?
Friend, well, first, I owe you an apology.
What for?
I kept a secret from you. Okay. You remember the war? It was quite harrowing. It was a difficult time. We came across many a difficult battle. I, in my desperation to save my home, made a deal with the devil to gain some power to help us in that fight. I was way over my head, but I've come to see that now. And then upon arriving here, I've met a few folk who are agents of that same devil. Since I took my pact, I have been finding or searching for a way to get out, and I found that through Godfrey. So I no longer have that pact, but I am still very much in danger. And there's nothing to do for you or anything like that, but I thought you should know.
Barbara's been usually she's a very like happy, like not very serious dwarf, but seeing how serious Krios is being and how hard it was for him to say this, she would kind of like lean in and kind of really listen to him. And then she'll obviously take a shot before she continues talking. She'll kind of like... First she takes a shot for herself, then she offers Krios one to kind of...
He will take it as well.
And then she'll start talking. Krios, we've been friends for so many years I cannot count. We've gone through difficult things, we've gone through the war, and you know I had a deal with some weird, demonic, devilish thing. You know, the cloaked one. You know.
How could we forget?
How could you not tell me that you had a deal with some demon as well? We could have related on this for so many years.
I feel you are so very right.
Yeah, I do not care what kind of pacts you made. I know you made them out of good heart. You're still Krios, and I'm very glad that you were able to get rid of this pact and do something different for yourself. By the way, is there any complications that might come out of this new deal that you made yourself?
Oh, none that, would put my or my family's lives in danger. No, I'm in a great deal of trouble, yes. And like Chris is like, this is like Chris' first attempt in a while, like actually trying to crack a joke of like, yeah, no, like I'm kind of in a shitter, but like it's looking better, but yeah, it's yeah, we're gonna be in for a fight. He'll share also, like after taking like a deep breath, like having got that reassurance from Farvada, of like, you should know this as well. While I'm under
You
Godfrey's
should know this too.
yeah.
He says Thea is in the corner, like Batmaning in the Ben Affleck Batman at the beginning of Batman v Superman, just in the corner, totally visible, but pretending he's not.
Is Thea eavesdropping on this combo?
No.
Listen, I mean,
No, she didn't say she was. I was just making a joke. But he said that you should know this too, and my brain went.
Totally
the
fair.
invisible
Totally fair.
one. Yeah, no, I don't think she would have made it back in time to eavesdrop
Gotcha.
on this.
Gotcha. Yeah, Creo's taking like a deep breath and like feeling that reassurance. I will say, I don't have Godfrey's full protection, but to gain it, I have to help kill his son, who is in some ways involved with this dragon cult. So, I guess 2 birds, 1 stone, friend. All I can say is we have many more battles ahead of us.
Do you have the name?
I think Krios knows the name, but I forgot.
The name is Ashran, and Ashran is the fallen god of wrath.
Great.
After that.
Sounds so easy. Sorry.
Yeah, Krios relay. It's his son Ashran, the fallen god of wrath. An easy query, of course.
A god of wrath. We're killing God now. That sounds so fun.
Indeed. Burdened with glorious
You-
purpose.
As I like to say, friends are known in the heat of battle, and once again, we went through plenty battles in the past. And I've always been your friend, you've always been mine, and you have my hammer in the battles with you. I will kill the god of wrath with you if you'll take me.
Krios will just have like the biggest smile on his face, and we'll just go for another hug with Varvada. I'm just like, friend, you have no idea how important those words are to me. Thank you for listening, as always.
Of course.
No,
Remember,
Nope.
Barbara is always on your side, and please never keep information from me again, unless you want to. It's okay, but I am your friend, and I will never judge you, no matter
course.
the dark paths you take. Even if say you were tempted to kill me, Barbara doesn't know. But she'll just kind of say it like as an offhand thing for fun.
You know, funny you mentioned that, actually. I was formally requested by Tarek to do so. I told him to fuck off because... Are you kidding? My childhood friend.
She's gonna look at you and she's just gonna like... The biggest smile on her face is gonna show and she's gonna be like... He wishes. And kind of like... punch your shoulder. And she'll then go to Krios and say... Speaking of traumas, I spoke to my father last night, and I was actually hoping to see Amaryllis and yourself together, because I have some news. But might as well see if Amaryllis comes out first.
Totally understandable, but...
And before we go, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been kind of having a little affair recently.
Gold,
Hold on,
her beard is still fully gold.
Right. I was wondering if I should do like a perception check to see if Krios would notice the gold, or
You would need a 2.
we'll just assume.
Rolls a nut 1.
I think Krios will like take a step back and like look her up and down and go, "Oh, yeah, you are glowing, like figuratively and also literally. What have you been getting into?"
Oh, just a little bit of fire.
It's not who she's been getting into, it's who she's been getting onto.
Fire. Like, are you have you been exploring the culinary arts? I'm not quite sure. What do you mean fire? I'm not quite sure.
Kratos, buddy. What a soul you are.
I'm so confused.
You
What is
know, my little friend, 6'7" ish.
Oh. Oh, lovely friend.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's excellent. I'm glad you're
Yes,
having
yes,
some
yes.
joy on this trip. This trip has been miserable, but I'm glad one of
Yeah,
us has
might
been
as
to enjoy.
well. The funny thing, first I had a call with my father and I got a bunch of trauma, and then I got a bunch of nice feelings after. Oh, it balances out, I guess.
Wait, what happened with your father?
Uh, well, you know how Amaryllis asked me about asking for the armies. So I had to speak to him, and Grigor had this funny little thing where you can speak, but they're not here, and I'm not there, but that you can speak and see them. So that was nice. So yeah, that was where the trauma came from. Essentially, the time during the war when I helped you without my father knowing, where the cloaked one promised me he wouldn't know.
Indeed.
So he knows.
So the oh Vavada.
Yeah,
I'm
he
so
knows,
sorry.
and I don't know, but my father knows, and he seems like he's gonna give me a big ass whooping. But we'll deal with it when it comes to it, I guess. Hey.
I'm so sorry, friend. I know he is a. Krios will like not choke on this word, but it'll like cough a little bit. It's like a stickler. But no, friend, you have my support. If you need a ambassador, whatever royal or loyal things I can do, just let me know.
And
I really appreciate it, Krios. It's really nice to have someone on my side.
speaking of,
And someone under me at times as well. But...
hearing that, Grigor opens the door and he's like, "Ah!"
Oh.
On that note, Lord Burgleys is at the house. He says he's complete that the airship we will be given for this task has been completed. We're all going to see it. Also, I'm assuming she told you. Okay, bye. Walks away.
Krios would just like not look at Vavar, but like raise his hand up for a high five as he like looks at Gregor close the door.
And she's not gonna look at Krios, but she's gonna just like silently high five him too. And it's gonna be a perfect high five because they've done this for so long, like so many years.
I love
think
this
they'll-
dynamic so much.
They'll make their way over to the rest of the group, I think.
That's one thing I'll say is the party dynamics in this campaign so far I have been living for. Like. All right, so you all are being led towards the edge of the city. Just a reminder, this city is a massive tower city built because, there's a lot of dragons flying around, dragon riders. They have to have aerial defense. So you always go outside the walls, and it is a long way down, but there is a little walkway onto a very, very large airship you all have been given. With a lot of soldiers that are already loaded onto it. It's a triple deck. You can tell, like, from the top to the bottom, it's probably got 3 decks. It's a very big ship. And Lord Berkeley's is sitting there as you all walk up. He nods and goes, "I see you've met Dallas. Fine soldier. I prefer he stay here and defend us, but it seems he's better suited to playing babysitter."
Well, sir, when it's just the way things go, and as he's like walking towards the thing, you can hear the jingle jangle of 50,000 gold pieces in the bag.
Well, when
Duty calls, sir. I don't know what to tell you.
When the Emperor asked for my finest soldier, I thought it was for a different kind of operation.
Oh.
Good luck.
Jealousy doesn't look very good on you. And Cyrillus just like takes her coffee, which is now in a to-go cup.
Perfect.
Like,
And then
it doesn't look good on you.
after you say, he goes, "Well, let's see if you can keep this one from dying."
I think that's actually
Which point
his job.
is it stop?
And then he's going to walk past Korea and walk up to Ramses and Thea.
Who did? invisibility at some point.
Yeah. We'll say it for sure. Yeah. He's gonna walk up and he's
Yeah,
gonna do it.
it does last an hour, so I figured I'd say it.
And I hear you were retrieving something for us. The Emperor.
yes.
The Emperor will be aboard your ship before it takes off. Before you leave, and you may confer with your fellows before the Emperor arrives, because he will be requesting a sample.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here again.
Strange how
I
you
suppose I could make more than one sample.
Strange how
We've
you
got one
disappeared
now,
before
but-
the day before my son was killed.
Well, both Ramses and I are trying to figure out what might have happened. After all, we're here to help.
Yes, no one better to have on the case than the Dragon Knight without a dragon. The Emperor will be here soon.
That still makes him a knight.
Well, let's hope you find something new about Diratmix. Otherwise, after the dragons are dealt with, war may be on all our doorsteps. And he just walks past without even giving you a chance to respond.
Ooh, okay. Oh, she's not gonna let that go as he's going, though. She's gonna be like, I'm sure that's not what any of us want to happen. As she, like, goes up onto the...
We're just gonna say, Krios, you hear all of that?
Chris is like looking off into the distance, like he's not paying attention, but he's absolutely eavesdropping.
I hate that man. I hate that man. Oh. Oh.
My NPCs, everyone either loves them or everyone fucking hates them. Either way, you feel an emotion.
That guy.
As
We don't,
Burgleys walks away, there's definitely a moment where Ramses kind of like glances over his shoulder at Burgleys, looks at Talus and this new information he has found out about him,
Yeah.
and then slightly more brusquely than before will walk onto the airship.
So you walk up and you see a man barking orders, and he's going, "You there, not so tight on the bearings. Oh, hello, you must be the people I am escorting. Haha. I am your captain. My name is Viseo."
Well met, Captain Viseo.
Greetings.
I don't know who of us is up there.
At this point,
Zoom
you're all
over
going to be
my-
on the ship, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you must be King Amaryllis then." And he's looking right at Ramses.
Oh.
Diplomat.
Just like,
Oh, well
Ramses just like,
they said it was the pretty one, so I assumed. I feel like
Now, hold on a second.
Anyway, he holds out his hand in like the
just
most.
to, like very gently pat her brother's back. It's okay.
This
Big
Captain,
circles on the back, you know.
so this Captain Viseo is a weird, kind of like weird, lean, muscular guy, but also got a little bit of like weird spots where it looks like he's not in shape, but everywhere else he looks shredded. He is a very tall, elven man, probably like 6'1", but then you realize he's wearing platform shoes. So he's actually probably like 5'9". He has long, stringy black hair and a kind of weirdly chiseled, like super strong jawline with like white eyes. He's go, "Oh, I am so sorry, Your Majesty. I am Viseo, and I am your captain on the ship for as long as you have the ship. I have been paid a lot of money to make sure you get where you're going and get back safely." You don't
Now,
talk
were you
very much.
Now, were you indicating that only Ramses was pretty, or
Oh, well, I just tend to like my the friends and men around me to be very muscular and, you know, you're pretty too. And oh my.
See, that feels like a pity. That feels like a pity pretty, and
Well,
now I
then he
don't
goes-
believe you.
As soon as Grigor walks in, he goes, "No, I don't give out pity pretties."
Pretty.
Then he walks, he sees Grigor, goes, "Oh." Smirks at Grigor and goes, "Appreciate it, but I'm spoken for."
The name
It's
of the
funny.
episode.
Ramses is not that big.
I think he's just
Pity
saying because I
pretties.
think it's literally he's like, "Oh, a half orc."
Yeah.
And he goes,
And he's small for a half
he
orc.
is. Imagine if he could say Korgel. He's like, anyway, what's your story? Why are we going to this place we're going?
No one's informed you?
They don't tell me things. They just give me money, and I take people places.
Perhaps that's for the best.
I feel like that means that he's not supposed to know.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, there is a half orc walks up. He's got kind of long blonde hair, kind of tied up in a bun. He's like, "Hey, actually, we were told. He just wasn't listening. It's a common thing." Viseo. By the way, my name is. You can just call me Mark. And he just goes, "By the way, my lord."
Mark.
Mark.
There's a reason. There's a reason. And you'll get the reference. Some people will get the reference after this. He goes, "By the way,
I'm already ready.
by the way, Captain, we were going to because there's a war effort, and the defenders were taking them back to Sylvaron." He puts his hand on his shoulder. "Ah, what a story, Mark!" And then he just walks off.
Oh, okay. To jail. Amazing.
We are heroes of Alovar and Mark. You know,
People who
we're
get-
rocking with Mark.
I
'Cause
like
Mark's
how-
rocking with us.
I like how everyone who gets the reference on who the captain is now is like angry.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm not thrilled about it, but I do love it.
Do we have any
I need a
footballs?
little-
It just kind of popped in. It just kind of popped into my head, and I was like, I kind of have to now that it's in my head.
Well played.
Fine job. Fine job.
But he's just
Is
gonna.
is the other one Lisa? We're ready. Okay.
No, Lisa's not here. They have a troubled past.
Oh.
Did not eat her.
I did not eat her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Amaryllis.
Oh no!
You're welcome. What did I say? You either love my NPCs or hate.
Oh no!
And I feel like everyone's gonna like Mark and not Viseo. So, anyway, Viseo goes, well, the Emperor will be here shortly. I'm here to make sure the ship is in running order. And he walks up to this huge mechanism that is in, massive gems on either side. And he just charges them with magic, and the ship just bursts to life. It's a magical airship that runs off of magical power.
Well, this beats marching.
And
I thought it
fire.
ran on jet fuel. Damn.
Well, then it couldn't
look-
still beams. What?
Looking around, would there be hypothetically? Actually, no. Scratch that question. Ramses would not do this. Ramses will ask the captain, or I suppose ask everybody else if do we know when we are setting sail?
So Viseo goes, what a question. And then Mark just goes, later today. If you have any questions to ask me, the captain will probably not know.
If you all will excuse me, I'm going to go get cleaned up and get my gear together.
We'll send someone to fetch you whenever it's time.
Before Ramses leaves, she hears him say that he's going to get cleaned up. Just for shits and giggles. She's just gonna come by, look at him, and be like, pull out a little vial with beard oil in it. And be like, here you go, Ramses. This is for you. A gift. Trust me. We'll do wonders for you.
He takes it and he goes, "Thank you. My skin has been getting quite dry in this climate."
I have more where that came from, so if you ever need more, you know where to find it.
Thank you, princess.
And for those of you who
Now
are
go.
on the ship, you do see that a lot of the soldiers who look kind of nervous, as soon as they see Talus with you guys, they seem like relieved.
Do I clock that? The shift? in energy?
Yes. It's pretty
Okay.
pretty obvious.
Okay. All right. We hate it. Speaking speaking of Talus, who now I absolutely don't trust.
What, do you
at
guys
all
not have
because-
friends? Like, what do you...
Well, no, that's not it. Berkeley's is not my friend, or I think
Y'all
any
never,
of our
y'all
friends.
never went to a party not knowing anybody, and then you randomly had a friend there, and they were like, "Oh, cool, now it's chill." That's just all that's
That guy.
happening.
Yeah.
Speaking of Talus, Thea will kind of approach him and she'll go, "You seem to have had a lot of work with burglaries, yes? Or
Well,
did
that
I
is.
misunderstand? How often have you worked with him? Would you consider yourself friends?" I've never
I
been
certainly, I promise I don't consider us friends.
told. I suppose he does have them.
But Jerry over there, pulling the topsail, me and Jerry are friends.
Wonderful. So Jerry, all right. We'll
Jerry, yes.
nice.
Burglaries, no.
Wonderful.
Right now I have to figure out who
And then
Jerry
at
is.
this point, Cyrillus is just going
You're
to like
welcome.
step very neatly between them, and then just politely smile and not say anything. And she's gonna like just put her hand behind her back as if to motion, "Do not speak anymore." And she's gonna politely smile.
To see you today. I hope you're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose it was a nice chat. Talus.
I'm sorry, I haven't had the opportunity to catch your name yet.
Oh, right. I'm Thea.
Thea,
Just
lovely to meet
Thea.
you.
I think it's quite nice to meet you as well.
I don't think you believe that, but we'll see. Then Talus will go off and prepare to get the hell out of here and away from this conversation.
I've decided.
I hate it.
I've decided that Jerry is a halfling
Okay,
working
cool.
the top sail.
Incredible.
Hell yeah.
He's just a jacked halfling, like with arms bigger than his torso.
Yeah.
So before we go to break, at this point, the Emperor is walking onto the ship, and he's just, Virilis, Thea, if I may have a word.
Thea makes eye contact with Cyrillus as they kind of meander that way.
He goes, First,
Lady.
first off, good luck. I hope you all succeed in your endeavors in protecting Sylvaron, and I hope to see you all return. And keep me updated, brother. Keep your brother updated on anything that happens. I will be busy entertaining the Kolsar royal family, trying to get their support in the war as well. And as for you, Thea, I understand you have a prototype. That's what it was described to me by your queen when she cast the shortest sending spell I've ever heard.
She's quite efficient.
Thea has prototype, is all it was.
Well, I'm glad she told you. Amaryllis has it now.
I do.
Have we decided on our agreement testing it on Uroth then?
Pains me to say, but I think we are going to wait.
You're going to wait. I could probably replicate the prototype if need be.
If you can replicate it, that would be much appreciated, because I understand there are other people Amaryllis would prefer to be the first to be unpetrified. But Uroth was a friend and a good soldier. So as many duplications as we can make, I would appreciate.
I think it'll be beneficial to have this in battle, if we are to face.
Considering who you're going to face,
Once again.
I agree.
Just in case.
And Vorulus walks up behind after him and he goes, "Yes, well, good luck." And then, telepathically, he tells Amaryllis, "Don't let him get in your head this time."
Is it two-way? He'll just like
Yes.
say back here.
Yes.
Yeah, just be like, he gets in mine, I get in his.
Good luck, older brother.
You too.
Tell my nephew I love him. And then he turns around and he goes, "And now I hope you don't fail too miserably in your endeavors. Sister, do take care of our dear brother. It would be a political atrocity if we were to let a king die." And he just turns around and walks off. And the Emperor goes, "Once again, apologize for our Prime Minister." Turns and walks. And then...
Good luck with the coleslaws.
Ugh.
Coleslaws. I was
We believe in
No! I've avoided having a stupid name for that race forever.
Coleslaws.
Damn you, Cindy!
I'm sorry.
Dang it! My coolest race of people now has a joke name.
Oh
Perfect.
no! Oops.
So at that point, the Emperor, but he goes, "I see Ramses not here. Thea, if you could go fetch your fellow ambassador."
Yes, right away. And I'll also gather a couple of things I'll need to replicate the prototype.
Mhm.
So, alright. And she'll like scuttle.
I'm just like 200 feet up the stairs back to the castle.
No, this has been we're a little bit more time has passed. Than
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah. You have showered
Go get him.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything.
because it would have taken the Emperor a while to get down here.
Yeah.
The castle's very far from the walls, for obvious reasons. So, Thea, we'll have you go off, and what are you doing before you grab Ramses?
What a great question. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I'm just asking. I didn't have anything planned for you.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I missing something? It's been a minute. I would say that any sort of item or like magical item or spell component or anything that she possibly has any idea that might be in this prototype, she will make sure to collect along the way.
Okay.
Since this area should have pretty much like anything that you'd kind of want or need. So she would do.
There is
a
one
little-
thing they do not have that you're going to collect probably on the battlefield, and that is the heart of a flame dragon.
Phenomenal. Okay. She's just gonna try and make sure that she can attempt to replicate this while they're traveling. Flame dragon. Besides the heart of the flame dragon, unless they, got one.
You
in a
get
bottle somewhere.
you get the other materials pretty easily.
Yes.
Also, do a list between episodes,
Yep.
and
Okay.
then
yeah, and then she'll find Ramses and retrieve Ramses for a trip. Before they
Damn
they
it,
get-
Jake. Jake in the chat.
Oh man. Can't with you.
Favara's already got the heart of a flame dragon.
He's got more than that.
lethal. Don't tell Thea that.
Thea's got a dagger on his head. Listen, he's a radiant dragonborn. Radiant.
What do
Is this
you
one of
mean?
these-
Close enough.
Is this one of these riddle situations?
Well, Krios is like, yes, she does have the heart. He's more than that. Yeah, his arms, his head. Just Krios should. I'm headcanon that Krios is just like completely oblivious to anything of that nature, and he's just like,
I think that Thea would mention to Ramses about her brief conversation with the new bodyguard, Talus, and just kind of the vibes that are going on there. Just to kind of keep him informed. Yeah.
Ramsey is he's definitely as you kind of let him know, he kind of nods and he just goes, time will tell if Talos can be fully relied upon.
Well, if nothing else, I think he might be motivated by coin, so we
Valid.
can keep that in mind. If you're ready, I think they're waiting on us.
Yes.
And
Yes.
as you two walk back to the ship and get on, Viseo goes, haha, it's time to go, everybody. And you see him throw a orb-shaped crystal to Mark. Like a oval-shaped crystal. Catches it, puts it in the drive, and the ship raises up and starts moving. And with that, we're going to go to break, and when we get back, we have some travel, maybe some conversations.
Drama.
And then we will see if maybe they get into combat tonight, or maybe that waits till next session. We'll see how the conversations go.
No one talk. No one talk.
So with
Stone silent all the way.
Only fight.
Straight to initiative.
I have a combat
speak,
encounter
only
prepared.
fight.
But
Only
anyway,
fight.
we will see you all after the break.
Yay.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back. I don't know where I was going with that. My brain completely went blank for a second. I was like, right, Gleaming Wildfire. We're back. So
Nailed it.
I'm not tired.
The math meme.
I'm not a stay-at-home dad with a toddler. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
So, as we are on the airship, you travel for a while, and day turns to night. And you see our little halfling friend just go, "Alright, man, I gotta go to bed." Punches Tellus in the chest. "See you, little man." Pats him, struts off.
Yeah, Jerry, have a good night. It's good to see you.
Oh no, I should have just made him Jerry Smith.
Oh no.
But, you know what? I like my halfling idea. So he just walks away, doesn't have imaginary lat syndrome because his lats are bigger than most orcs.
His lats double as armrests.
Oh no.
So you all are, and we can pull up the Roll20. I will send a link for our lovely friend Zach, because Zach has not seen the Roll20 yet.
Yeah. I got excited. I was like, who's the lovely friend? That's nice.
It's you, Zach. You are the lovely friend.
Ah, shit.
Not ah shucks. Ah shit.
Ah, shit.
Damn it, I have to be lovely? So we have...
And friendly.
the big boat. Let me see if I can invite from here. I have to invite from another page. So we'll send that invite here in a second. But I have the Roll20 on screen for everyone at home watching. And it's a big boat. It's a very, very big boat. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Ah! What happened? Who did we lose?
Red.
Oh, shit, I ran. Oh, she's back.
No! Return.
I was like, what happened? Okay, so...
Is the Pyrea in the room with us right now?
Can you hear me?
There you are.
We
Yeah.
can hear but
Yeah,
not
but-
see.
Just like
Oh,
old
no.
times. This is stupid.
Bite me.
Why
It
can't I
just-
find our link?
Internet just said goodbye.
I'm on my
Amazing.
phone, so I'm gonna just have this open.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right,
Cool.
so...
Where's the link?
Are we in the
Yeah.
Gleaming Wildfire Roll20? Because that's a big old nest.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
well,
what I'm
I
saying.
haven't moved you guys yet. I'm moving you now. There we go.
There we go.
Now you're on
Yay!
a boat. Now you're on.
Now you're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
It's
I know
going
that old
fast.
song.
I
This is
actually
giving Treasure Planet.
I actually cannot see Pyrea anymore, so I am have to leave and come back. So we're gonna stop the recording and read. Oh, never mind. She's still here. We're still here. She's just gonna be a frozen face for a minute. So,
Cindy,
as you can all see on this boat, this is a big old boat. And there are many places to just sit and even lounge on the top floor. There's a little spiral staircase that leads into a lounge area because they made sure you guys were going to be comfortable.
There.
So who wants to talk with somebody?
Alovar wants to talk to Amaryllis. Real bad.
Okay.
Yeah, doing a little dance. Like,
Oh, credit to Cindy for the tokens on the map, because Cindy did draw them. We need to, I just realized after when I was doing all this, we need one for Tellus.
That's fine. I'm just around.
I'm just using the clean-shaven Kylan for now.
I know.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Okay.
It is a big boat. Good lord.
What is my login?
So Varvara hanging out with...
this is a big boat.
Wow.
It's a very big
That's a
boat.
big boy.
So,
That's a big boy.
so Varvara, you're hanging out. You're sitting in chairs across from Amaryllis.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
Varvara would have tried to get Amaryllis away from the crowds, just for privacy. Maybe up into that spiral area with the lounge space. It looks comfortable.
Yeah. It's fancy.
Okay.
I can't see it. It's still loading. Sorry. I'm just going to go here. Word of mouth.
That
Well,
sounds cool.
imagine. It's D&D.
Amazing. The swirl face.
I'm giving everyone control of their tokens for the map. Oh no.
Oh, Maria.
Yeah, it'll buff out.
No.
It'll be fine, I hope. Yeah, and I will just control Cyrillus if there gets to be combat.
Thank you.
So,
Perfecto.
anyway, for now. Okay. Go ahead and chit chat with each other, Varvara and
Okay.
Amaryllis.
Perfect. So, Mari, I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
Bad news first.
Bad news. Okay. So, I spoke to my father last night, just like you asked. And, bad news first. He knows about that time I helped you with the Sylvaron war against Elhalan. I don't know if
Father
it's bad
always
news for everyone or for just me. But some bad repercussions might come for us. How do you feel about that?
He already doesn't like me. So I'm not surprised he knows.
Okay, well, now that that's over with, good news then. To our surprise, he decided to give us dwarven armies. So you're going to have support?
He did.
He did. Now,
How many?
That is a good question. Does Varvara know how many people are coming to help?
Millions.
He did say 2,000 soldiers.
Millions.
Amaryllis? You're gonna be surprised to hear 2,000 dwarves, which means 1,000 people. For your standards, of course. I can joke about it. I'm one of them, okay?
That's more than I expected. And even yeah. Even small,
Yes.
that is a great leap in alliance, so I won't forget it, neither will my people.
I know, but don't you think it's a little suspicious? Last time he chose not to help you, but this time he's helping, even after finding out that I went against his will. Do you think he might be planning something else?
I don't claim to be anything like your father, but no, I'd say he's doing it because you asked.
Mari. You know, whenever I asked for something, he never says yes. So there must be something in it
No.
for him.
Well, he may never say it, but I will. I'm proud of you.
Varvara has never heard that before. So she's gonna get like a little bit of what's it called? Like she's gonna hold back a tear
Choked up.
and go like, yeah, she's gonna be choked up. Sorry, the Russian language barrier sometimes comes into play here too. She's gonna be choked up, but she's gonna be like, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate those words, and I truly hope that those 2,000 dwarven soldiers will assist Sylvaron in this battle. I'm sure it's
They
gonna be a
better.
tough one.
You'll be leading them.
And you know I can lead my people.
You have once.
I have once, and I remember that day you offered me a box because I couldn't see what was going on at the bottom. And
I have one at the ready.
Are we really Legolas
Ah.
and Gimliing this shit right now?
but
Well, now I know you
Amaryllis,
can. I know you can rage now, so I mean, we don't need the box.
yes. I can rage for sure, and when they see me become a giant, those armies, I definitely can probably take out like a few hundred of them by myself. Shall we count our casualties again this time, my friend?
We'll make it more fun.
What shall we bet on?
Ah. No idea.
Wow. Let me think. I bet if I get more casualties than you do, I know you don't like my drinks normally, but you will take 5 shots of my dwarven vodka. How do you
Gosh,
feel about that?
oh. Very well.
Perfect. And if I get less casualties than you, I will admit that you are the most superior being of them all. And I only say that because I'm confident that I will get more casualties than you do. I will never admit.
Oh, man. Very well.
Agreed. Let's shake on it.
Okay. I'm gonna be doomed.
So, now that all the business is out of the way, Mari, how are you feeling after all this petrification business? I remember your son has gone through this as well. It must be tough to relive it.
I feel like I've not had a chance to breathe. Even up here in the sky. It's very tight. But,
Wow.
I just want to
You
get
are-
home, and I want to make sure my people are safe.
That's true. It's a very noble of you. But how about that potion? You don't want to use it.
Something in my gut tells me it's going to go wrong. And I was going to, admittedly, try it on Uroth.
Oh.
But I can't bear if something does go wrong, it being my fault. And my sister hating me.
You are a kind soul, Amaryllis.
Uh,
And even kind souls sometimes have dark thoughts, but
It'd be easier to be heartless. I hate it.
yeah, it would be, but it is always better to be kind. That's what I say. And listen, I'm sure something will come up. Maybe we can test that potion on something else. Who knows?
I hope it doesn't, but just in case, we'll be ready this time.
That sounds perfect. And you know, you always have my hammer, just like Krios does. You are my oldest friends, and I will never forget our battles.
It's because of you our two kingdoms are slowly repairing what has never been a friendship.
And it shall be so. If I were to become queen, we would be the greatest of allies.
If I have any say-so in it.
Maybe you shall talk to my father, see what he says.
Huh.
He'll probably fight you till the death if you offer him that
Oh.
option.
Might be worth it.
A dwarven woman being queen without a husband. Wow, what a disgrace.
That's an easy fix. Just saying.
Tell that to my father. He will not listen. He's a stubborn man, as you know.
Well, I can match his stubbornness.
But as you mentioned, you haven't been able to take a breath. So how about this? Before we go back to the chaos downstairs, let's take a couple deep breaths together.
We can take deep breaths. I thought you were about to say more vodka, so yeah.
No, I know you've been going through a tough time. I won't make your stomach go through that right now. I know you're a little weak, so...
Oh, yes, that's it. That's why.
So, after that, we have...
Deep breath.
We're going to have a nifty little conversation. Oh, one guy I don't think you guys are expecting, as Grigor is going to walk up to Talus. So, Talus, you're sitting there, and this big green dragonborn walks up, and he just... So, my friend, you are the one they call... Tallow? I didn't quite get your name.
Talus.
Talus. I am Grigor.
I've heard about you, Grigor.
Well, it seems my reputation precedes me. Oh, you mean Bavara. Yes. Well, on the note of people in this little group, I know your job is to keep Miss Cyrillus safe, but don't jump in the way of anything or do too many heroics. From what I understand, she's seen too many people sworn to protect her die. And let's try to keep it from becoming a trend, shall we?
I certainly would not like to join my this previous associate. No one really gets into the business preparing to die, but I guess we expect it all the same. But thank you for your words, and I will do my best. Tal seems like a little confused. Like, yeah, of course I don't want to die.
He kind of looks at me and goes, well, we'll see. Seems these soldiers think you are a great warrior, so I suppose we'll see soon. Have you ever fought dragons before?
Dragon adjacent. Not if I don't have to, obviously. It's you come across them every now and again. And you do what you have to do. It's always a shame when it has to happen, but it does happen.
Interesting. Well, we'll see how you fare against some of these dragons. We'll have plenty of them to fight when we get to Sylvaron, it seems. And not of the small variety.
Well, then we should be thankful that the company is so large and well versed in their talents, from what I can tell.
Yes.
Now, and not to sound rude, but where exactly do you fit in all of this? Don't get me wrong, I understand where you fit in, but I mean to the plan at large.
I am the sworn sword and shield of Lady Barbara. I will protect her and keep her safe. Me fitting places happened after we grew closer. And I'm also a paladin, formerly sworn to Bahamut, but currently sworn. I've had to pick a new focus for my oath of devotion, and I believe I have found it in Valhalla. And
well,
I will do anything to keep her and her friends safe.
Well, then it seems that we are of an accord.
It seems we are.
You see, Talus still has his coffee cup that had the coffee vodka in it, because he's pretty sure if he drinks all of it at once, it'll kill him. And so he's just been like steady sipping, and he'll like reach around for like another, I don't know, some other container, another mug or something, and pour a little bit into a glass and hand it. To not dying.
So not dying. And he drinks it down, no issue.
Takes a very tiny sip.
Oh, come on, man.
What? I am almost halfway done. And it's only mid-afternoon.
Just kind of smile. He gives you a pat on the shoulder. He goes, I look forward to seeing what you can do. And he turns and walks away.
As he turns to walk away, Talus does slam the entire thing and pops it down on the table.
Give me a con save.
That's going to be a 19.
You're fine. It hits you like hard for a second, but you're fine.
Is Barbara in the room while he's doing that?
You're pretty far away, but it's not a room. Y'all are on the top deck, so y'all are pretty far away,
Okay.
though.
Can she see he's downing her vodka coffee?
You actually probably could see it.
Okay. As she sees this, she's just gonna look very impressed and be like, that's a tough one right there. To Amaryllis. That's all.
That one? Oh, okay.
You should learn from him. Yeah.
And then Talus will. Where is
Talus is right.
who are all the tokens?
Talus
I'm
is
sorry.
right here. I'm using
I was looking at it too. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
The,
who is everybody?
Krios.
Okay,
Ramses.
is Creos sitting on top of a table?
I just hadn't moved him yet.
Okay.
No, I've
Really?
I fucked with
Barbara,
their energy.
Grigor, Amaryllis.
Okay, I was like, who is that up there?
Yes, he's yeah.
It's a big boat.
Yeah. I only
Big
saw
boat.
the right side of it. I was like, where is everybody?
Yeah, Talus will just kind of come over to the table where Krios is and like pop a squat and take his like rapier out and set it to the like aside the table so it's not smacking the ground. Any idea how long this trip is going to take there, Krios?
I'm not quite sure. I've not flown in an airship like this. Yeah, I would say ask the captain, but he doesn't seem extremely competent.
I feel like we're not supposed to ask the captain anything.
We might just have to speak to Mark then.
Can we see Mark anywhere?
Mark is sitting. He's just sitting kind of towards the front of the ship. Yeah. What?
How long is this going to take, Mark?
Well, if this were a normal airship that had, to use sails and stuff, it'd be probably take like 4 days. But for us, Sylvaron's not that far, so like 2 days. 2 days tops, probably like 1.5.
Oh, so I shouldn't even unpack. All right, well.
Airship travel's been a little dangerous just because, Dragon Army.
Dragons in the air. Yeah, nope, that makes a lot of sense.
And as you guys can actually see, you are flying so high, you guys are kind of at the cloud line.
Mm-hmm.
And you see there's a little barrier around the ship, not keeping anything out per se, but keeping the oxygen levels where they need to be. Things can still get in and out. You see birds fly through, stuff like that.
I know for a fact that Thea is like 20 feet from this conversation, like less than 20 feet from this conversation. So she has been eavesdropping and paying attention this whole entire time. So she will. Hey, I moved! Yay! She will come over and plop down, kind of on the side of the table over here. And she'll I don't know if Cyrillus is over there still.
Yeah, where is Cyrillus?
Is Cyrillus actually by the table, or
Where would
Can you
Cyrillus? Where would
Cyrillus cannot see the diagram. Cyrillus probably would have literally like gone out to like the bow of the airship.
Okay, so I'm not
Like
walking right past
she's
her.
dipping.
Okay.
She loves being in the sky. It's a Firebird thing. So she's like going to have alone time.
Okay.
She's gonna go face the dragon that killed her sister-in-law, who was her best friend. Like she's got a lot on her mind.
I gotcha.
Seems like her and Ramses had the same idea because Ramses is standing at the front of the ship going.
having a
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ramses-
a Cyrillus moment.
Well, we'll see.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like, move.
Get out the way.
Get out of the way, move. Thea sits down at the table and starts kind of pulling out various items that she had collected to replicate this prototype. And as she's doing this, she'll glance between the two of you at the table and she'll go, well, if we're only on this boat for 2 days, I might have some luck at getting something done. She's gonna pull an herb, rip it in half, and drop it into a bottle that she uncorks. And she's gonna hand it to Krios, and she's gonna go, do you mind shaking that for 20 seconds? If it starts feeling warm, just put it down. And then she's gonna look at Talus, and she's gonna go, this is gonna be the same sort of thing, just if it feels too cold or your finger starts to, well, freeze off, drop it as well. And she will get a different herb that is a little bit bigger, a little bit bluer in color, and start like ripping pieces of it and putting it in another bottle and handing it to Talus as well. But she'll go, but for you, Talus, I need you to shake it for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. If it starts to freeze, you'll feel it within 10, so don't worry too much on it. But it might as well be useful while we're all hanging about this airship, yes? As she starts like scribbling down on a piece of paper in front of her. So she's putting you guys to work.
I would say Krios is very he's not against speaking right now, but he's definitely hyper focused. And for context, we're sailing back to his home, which there is impending danger, and he received the brooch of his mother from General Bergley, so he is on high alert, and has been accused of war crimes twice on this trip. At the moment of Thea asking him to do something after he has not seen her for some time, he's going to be very, very cautious. And he's going to look up at her and say, this does not seem like a suitable lab setting. May I ask what these potions are?
I mean, do you think below deck would be better?
By all means, you should check. But I do not know what this is. You should tell me, though. I may be more amenable.
Sure. root there that I broke in half. It is a flower that is called a morning stone flower, I believe. It's got a couple of different names in a couple of different languages, but we call it a morning stone. It should start to heat up, kind of like how you make fire when you're camping and adventuring and what have you. If you put it in that liquid there, that one, I should look at the liquid in the container. It is either a mixture. Honestly, I can't remember that one. It's either going to be a very simple compound of just water and a rune mixed in somehow. I don't remember. That's why I said to put it down if it's one.
Interesting.
Yes.
You seem very gifted in these arts. No, I know the
Clearly,
components.
I'd
But
remember. Don't you
indeed,
think?
indeed, of course. But one major item I think is missing is what do these potions do?
Well, a multitude of things. At the moment, I'm trying to replicate a couple of things, actually. If you don't wish to help, you look like you needed a distraction. You don't have to.
I don't think distractions would help me at this moment, but Thea, I do have a question for you, actually. I'm very glad you sat at this table. And Krios will, like, fix his posture a bit and not look at her with a mean glare, but a very curious one. He'll look at her and say, you brought a prototype to the manor earlier this morning. I'm curious as to why my king was sworn to give their service for effectively a test. I'm just curious. I wonder if you know anything about these potions and the machinations, or I don't know. While we're really gambling, yeah.
Alice is like eyes darting between the two of them, just like,
What's going on? What's going on?
oh.
He's like, the plot thickens.
Hmm.
You know how they refer to things as a safe bet.
Indeed.
This is a safe bet.
Hmm.
So, if you don't wish to trust it, I suppose I can't offer you anything other than saying it is a safe bet. I would not have went all the way home and back for nothing.
Chris will nod his head. Like, interesting. Safe bet. Yeah. Our safe bets have us fighting dragons. That's curious.
Well, we'll be safer if we can get some of these potions made and learn about them, don't you think?
I agree.
But, as I said, if you don't wish for the distraction, you don't have to help. You just seem like you have a lot on your mind is all.
That I do. I appreciate your sympathies. So I will take my leave. And Krios will get up and stand on the side of the ship and just kind of like look out into the clouds.
Speaking of looking out to the clouds,
No, oh, no.
Krios, you feel a presence, and you hear in the back of your mind whisper, Halakir. You hear your name on the wind. But before we do that, we're going to pan over to Ramses, who's chilling at the front of the boat. What you doing there, bud?
Not chilling, that's for sure. No, Ramses is at the. He's standing at the front, and I think as soon as we reached cruising altitude, Ramses went to the front of the boat, like as far up as he can get, and he's just kind of been standing there. and with his back to the rest of the boat, you can't really tell, but he's just been like staring into the horizon, kind of not blinking, and one hand is kind of like on the railing, and in the other hand, almost like the way people like roll coins between their fingers, he has a like a copper colored dragon scale that he's just kind of whirling between his fingers, and he's just been silently standing there in the wind the entire time so far. Doesn't have like his shield or his spear with it. Well, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Cole, when Ramses would have like put his stuff down, would he have been able to leave the spear with the rest of his things?
No.
So yeah, the spear is leaning on the railing next to him, but yeah, he's just standing there. And also Ramses, I think you guys saw at one point, like Ramses has like a little set of like goggles that's usually like tucked away kind of in like the folds of his like burnt orange mantle type thing. He is not wearing them. He is unblinking, staring into the wind. Blinking occasionally. His eyes are not fully dried out. But he has just been, yeah, he's just been standing there the whole time.
Yeah. While you're doing that, you see the eye on the spear open. And the pupil moves to look at you. And then your mind, you just hear hunger.
You would go over the edge of this ship if I could.
We both know. If I go over, you go with me.
Maybe that would be better for the world.
And then the being says, I'll get to feed soon. And at that moment, Varvara, you see a cloaked figure standing in the middle of the ship. And it raises its finger to its lips and just goes, Shh. You might want to get up, dear. They're coming. And it's at this point you all notice that within minutes, or honestly seconds, the area around the ship has been surrounded in a deep, impenetrable fog. But not on the ship itself. The ship itself you can see clearly in front of you, but even an inch off the boat, pure, thick, gray fog. And you do hear a lot of flapping of wings. And Varvara, you see the cloaked one disappear.
As she sees the cloaked one, she just kind of shocked because she hasn't seen them for ever since the war times. And her heart's beating fast, and as she tries to walk towards it, it disappears. So she's like, dang it.
And as you're walking, boom! Something hits the ship. The ship shakes. Thankfully, it's a very durable ship, magically reinforced. And
What was that?
Does it keep moving?
yes. And from above you guys, you see a green light. And two of these land on the ship.
Not ship.
No!
Hey! Yo! That was like a really tiny token, and then you were like, boom!
Back! Put it back the way it was. You can't do that. No take backsies.
Many take
Oh my
backseats
days.
as two adult flame dragons land on the ship, roar, and one of them stares directly at Amaryllis and another one directly at Krios. And
Ooh, it's just rude.
with that, oh, do we got time? Should we end the episode here? Because it's going to be a long fight!
I've got caffeine in me. But
We can keep going. I'm going to need everyone, either way, to roll initiative. And if the fight goes too long, we'll just have the fight stop halfway through.
a
Roll
two-act fight.
initiative!
Mm-mm-mm.
Let me remove my shield from my equipment, as I do not have it equipped.
Gosh.
We have a music change coming your way. And yes, talking evil eye sword, a spear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And yeah, you weren't there. I will say, Zach, for your benefit, Ramses has talked to people about this. This isn't a. He's not harboring this. He just hasn't talked to you about it.
I'm glad Vivara's up here with me because that was awful.
Ready to take on that bet? There's only 2 of them.
Oh no!
Guys,
We
I
have
rolled
some music
really
for you.
bad for initiative.
We've got some. Oh god, I made them so big.
You did this.
They were like
You
this,
did
and then
this.
you made that. Yeah.
Oh, this will be fun. All right, initiative. First and foremost, let's go. Talus, what'd you get? You're muted.
God damn it. It's gonna be 23.
Ooh, good. Ramses?
5. Sorry.
Oh.
I misread my stat. 4.
Oh yeah, we love a negative initiative modifier.
Krios.
No, I have a +2. It's just math.
Oh, hurt.
9.
Ooh, the paladin's going at the end. That's fun.
Whew.
Cyrillus.
I got 7.
Wow, one great initiative and everyone else sucked.
We're doing so good.
So far.
I'm really excited to aggro 2 green dragons and then get my shit pushed in.
Varvara.
Barbara's got a natural 20 plus 4.
24.
There we go.
Oh, also, just so you know, Zach, these are not standard D&D dragons. I don't do standard D&D dragons. These are green flame dragons. So they're a little different than your standard green dragon.
This man's
Brother,
just
I still don't think it's
throwing
going to be a good time.
Probably even worse.
Yeah.
They still have their poison breath, but they also have a fire breath, too.
Sweet. Poison fire. Got it.
Amaryllis? 5. Thea?
Yeah.
20.
Okay, now let me roll for the dragons. Roll for them individually since they're very big enemies. Okay, that is a 21 for one of them. And for the other one, that is a 17.
All right.
So it goes dragon, Thea, other dragon. So, with that, first up, Varvara. Oh, I gotta go. Wait, Grigor.
Our boy.
Grigor got
Don't
a
forget the
natural.
boy.
Grigor got a natural 20 for a total of 25.
Nice.
Let's
my
go,
boy.
Grigor.
Coming through.
So he goes first, which means he's going to draw aggro on purpose. He is going to run up to the. So much smaller. This is hilarious. I mean, threatening and evil and dark and totally not fun for me.
Yeah.
So he's going to run up and he's going to do his, that thing paladins do. And he's just going to, try to smite him. And that's going to go great for him, probably. So let's roll to hit, first of all. First attack. That is going to be a 19 total, which misses.
Damn.
What?
Next,
Oh, okay.
next attack is going to be a dirty 20, which hits. So he's going to pump a 4th level or 3rd level smite tonight. He doesn't have 4th level smites yet. With his big ol' halberd he's got on his back. 6 plus 6 is 12. And then let's get the smite damage. Let me roll that on D&D Beyond because that's easier. 48. Okay. He did 33 damage with that first attack.
Hey.
What I'm talking about. Come on, Grigor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he's going to he doesn't really have anything. He's gonna actually bonus action Sanctuary on Amaryllis. Which means Amaryllis cannot be harmed by a direct attack, only by AoEs, until they do an attacking action of their own. So Grigor saw them look at you and he goes, "Don't you worry, your majesty!" And then he casts Sanctuary.
Bless him.
He gives you a little bit of the shiny golden light.
Sanctuary.
And that's his turn. And now it is Varvara.
Varvara looks at Grigor doing all this stuff, and she's just swooned with all the damage he's doing. And then he also protects her friend. She goes, "That it's my mighty scale right there." And as she says that, she goes into rage.
And she mounts her
And
kitty
you
cat.
hear her go, "My kitty cat jumps off of her shoulder." And she goes, "In the power of Horgos!" She, all of a sudden, turns into a giant that's 8 foot tall. Her cat is a panther. Barbara does a flip, and now she's on top of the panther, rushing towards the dragon. And she's going to do a reckless attack. Let me just go towards the thing. Excuse us.
That better?
Huh?
That better? I moved your token to get closer. You couldn't hit
sweet,
from the range
thank
you were at.
Right here. Perfect. So, Cole, for some reason I don't have a reckless attack on my D&D Beyond.
It gives you advantage in
Just the advantage thing, yeah.
and things that attack you have advantage on you.
Perfect. So, I'm going to roll for the hit. First one is a 21, but I have advantage on that, right?
That hit, 21 hits.
Okay.
But you
Perfect.
roll advantage anyway, you might crit.
Let's see. No, the first one's better.
Well, you hit.
I hit. Sweet. Let's roll for damage. So, I have a... hold on. So it's a 6 damage? No, hold on. It's the hammer.
Yeah.
Let's go. I apologize.
You're fine.
So I have a 4 plus 5 on that, and then I also have plus 3 because I'm raging.
So it's
that
12
means
it's
it's
12 damage.
12 damage. Let's go.
Woo! It's your first attack, yes? You have 2.
Yes.
Remember, you're
and
a
I
barbarian.
get to do another one. Sweet.
I know
and
you-
I still have to do...
Yeah. It's so fun.
I'm more of a sorcerer normally, yeah?
Yeah, so when someone goes from being a caster to a martial and they constantly forget about their second attack, and it's like, you have 2. You have 2.
Okay, so I roll to hit again.
Yeah. Unless you're Cindy, who just can't hit at all when they're a martial.
I couldn't hit, and it was halfway through Shadow Chasm before I realized I had 2 moves as well. I feel it's
Okay, my second one.
Wandy was there for vibes.
Wandy. Wandy was just vibing. So it's a 22. It hits.
Uh-huh.
But my hit rolls are annoying, so this one is a 10 damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it?
Okay. Let's... Talus!
All right. Talus will see the green flame dragons like board the ship and like kicks up and grabs his rapier from the table. And it's like, fucking, we couldn't just start off with a nice boat, right? No, we'd be attacked with fucking dragons. And we'll run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to run to here to engage this big boy.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of shit's about to happen. Alright.
You just give me my bonus action back. Thanks, friend.
All right. So I'm gonna take a swing.
Swing!
Or I guess a stab at this big green boy. It's going to be a 21 to hit.
That does hit. Y'all doing a good job of hitting.
Perfect.
Y'all hitting hard.
Perfect. So I am good, and since there is not another creature within 5 feet of me, I will use my rakish audacity to give myself advantage. Nope, that's not how that works. It cancels out my need for advantage. But I can still use sneak attack, which is how many dice right now? 3d6. All right, cool. So we have 4, 3, 10. It'd be 12 piercing damage from the rapier of wounding.
21, you said?
12.
12 piercing damage, and then the sneak attack is going to be 2, 5, 6. That'll be another 6 piercing damage from the sneak attack. And then I'm actually gonna not do that. I'm gonna attack again. That one's definitely gonna miss. It's only a 10.
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't know if there was like a little scale that was maybe flipped up that I could just get in there.
Not this early into the fight.
But you never know. Fair enough. Well, that's fine. So we're gonna do that thing the fighter's supposed to do, and we're gonna action search.
Woo!
And then we're gonna attack 2 more times.
Isn't it wild that the
That is a That's a natural 20.
Woo! First one of the night.
Let's
And it wasn't.
go.
It wasn't me for once.
All right, and you are max damage plus another roll, right?
No,
That's the rule here?
I am double total damage. So you roll your damage, and then double it completely, including any modifiers.
Oh, okay.
So like anything added on.
Oh, all right. I like that a lot. All right.
Which it's real fun for you guys until you guys fight a paladin, and I have that rule for smites too.
Right. All right, I should have saved my sneak attack. Oh well. So
Hindsight,
that's going
right?
to be 2 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. So that'd be another 16 piercing damage.
16. Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Is that already doubled?
That's the double, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't roll great on the D8. And then a 13 plus 8. So another 21 to hit,
That hits.
which will hit. That's better. So 13, 14. Another 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
Damn, Zach.
And this is from a rapier of wounding. So hit points lost to this weapon's damage can be regained only through a short or long rest, rather than by regeneration, magic, or any other means.
So with
Once per turn, when you hit a. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Rapier of wounding. Yeah. It works so that they can't heal unless it's short or long rest. If I'm correct, meaning
Right.
And you had something else?
I'll also use the once per turn when you hit a creature with an attack using this magic weapon, you can wound the target. At the start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time I've wounded it. And it can then make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw to end the effect on all such wounds on itself. So at the start of its next turn, it will take 1d4 necrotic damage, and then at the end of its turn, it'll make a Constitution saving throw DC 15 to end the effect.
Cool.
Or an ally can make a DC 15 Wisdom Medicine check to patch it up to end the wounding effect.
I don't think they're gonna.
So I'm gonna wound it.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they care a lot. What else? No, that's all we got for now.
Okay.
We're hanging.
And with that, it is Dragon number 1's turn. Varvara, Grigor, you both, because he's not going to aim at Amaryllis because he's mad at you two, and he can't hit all three of you right now unless he moves, which will provoke an attack of opportunity. So he's going to breath weapon straight down onto the boat to Grigor and Varvara.
Oh no.
So I need a dex save from you, Varvara, for his flame breath, which Grigor already will have halved, but he failed the save, so it's just halved, not quartered. You're muted.
I have advantage on dexterity, so
Yep. On dexterity saving throws that you can see, yes, so this counts.
perfect. So 18.
18. Ooh, that just passes. You will take half damage. So let me roll this. Let me roll these 12d8s.
I think you misspoke. You just said 12d8s. I think you meant 2d4.
Oh,
That's
yes.
that's what I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like I just want to make sure.
Okay, so that's
Actually, with the updated 2024 rules, all breath weapons are 2d4.
Yeah, actually. And boats are immune to fire. I don't know if you knew that.
So that's going to be 63 fire halved to 31 for both you and Grigor.
Golly.
And with
Just but a scratch.
disrespectful.
And the flame dragon is going. His eyes are going to glow yellow because you got him. You and Grigor attacking him together got him within a hit point threshold that he can do a little fun thing where he is just going to, out of one of his nostrils, he's gonna inhale, and then he's going to turn his head, look at Krios, and spit a venom shot.
You spit a loogie at Krios?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Honestly, disrespectful.
And then the dragon, but before it does it, the dragon
The most
telepathically
dangerous loogie in all the land.
to Varvara is going to be like, I will take everyone you love. I'll save the dragon for last. And that's a roll to
Can
hit.
the water talk back?
What?
No.
I'm so
That
confused.
is going to be a 19 to hit Krios.
I'm gonna react with shield.
Krios turns and just, as the venomous loogie just splatters all over the shield. Remind me, what is your AC currently with the shield up?
Excellent question.
It is +5, I believe.
Yes. So that'll be 22.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Now, next, he's just going to turn down and he's going to glare at Varvara. Or she. This is a female lady. This is a lady dragon. She's going to glare at Varvara. And that's her turn because that was her action was the breath weapon. Bonus action was the venom spit. And now it's going to be Thea's turn.
Everybody. This will be fine. Since Talus is within 5 feet of the dragon, I don't have to claim my bonus action as a sneak attack. I just have the sneak attack available now. So what I'll do instead is use one of my little psychic blades as a bonus action and a action dagger at this dragon. So I'm gonna roll to hit for both of those and see if they hit.
Okay.
17 to hit for the dagger, and then what is that? 25 to hit for the psionic
The
blade.
17 misses, the 25 hits.
Boo. Okay, so she's gonna flip one dagger, and it's gonna just like slide past him, and he's gonna get hit with the psychic blade for.
And Krios, you see the psychic blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Krios is seeing this blade and just like clocking like silently, like okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get 5 points of psychic damage, but then it's also going to take my sneak attack of. Give me just a second.
Fun fact, after the last session that Pyrea was in, Pyrea thought sneak attack was something you can only do once per long rest.
Listen, I'm so used to playing a caster, and I've been so stressed out with life. Like, I was like, oh
I
yeah, the
know, I
one
know.
cool thing I get to do. Clearly, as a caster, they're usually like, you can't do this like every turn. You have to have a long rest.
Yes, but as a caster, you're usually able to use abilities that are more than a d4 damage regularly.
Listen, this is my first time playing a rogue, okay? Now I know.
One of my friends who I've been playing with for years in our most recent campaign wasn't adding his con when he leveled up for like 8 levels, so...
Oh.
How do you guys have so many hit points?
Yeah, I know.
That's happened in one of my games too. It's actually my sister. She was like, why does everyone have like 200 HP? We were like level 18. And she's a ranger. I'm like, why do you have 107 hit points at level 18? She's like, I don't know! I was like...
So, now that I know how to actually use that, we're gonna get 30 points of piercing damage from our sneak attack, which is just a bunch of little... I'd like to flavor it as not just like silver, like actual looking daggers, but the little psionic daggers just for funsies. So you'll see those again. So 30 points of piercing damage and then 5 points of psychic damage.
I love how it's just a running joke now that Krios hates psionic daggers.
Just afraid of the color purple now.
That is...
Oh no! It's just all
That is also...
Yeah, that would be...
With also the amount of times that Pyrea threatens Krios with daggers in the chat.
Listen, it was accidental. One day it might not be. Blame the dice. So, action, bonus action, cool rogue thing. All right, that's my whole turn, everybody. Yay, I did more than like 1 dagger worth of damage. Woo!
Okay, other dragon's turn.
Fight me. Don't, actually.
Fun fact,
Leave me alone.
the 2 people who hit it are both in range, and this one, the male dragon, is not going to breath weapon. He's going to use his multi-attack for 3 attacks.
No.
I'll get it.
Tail attack going at Thea. That is a 23 to hit.
Being hit. And I'm going to uncanny dodge as a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna like roll, like just roll over it, and it's gonna hit me or something.
Yeah.
It's just half damage now.
Yeah, so that's 7 plus 2 plus 10. So 19 bludgeoning, halved to 9.
Okay.
Then the other 2 attacks, because he did more damage to the dragon, are coming at Talus.
Come get some.
First is the claw attack. That is going to actually probably miss. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
That will in fact miss.
Hey.
All right, now the bite attack.
Swoosh.
That is a natural 20.
Ooh. Sorry, one second. Yeah, you're gonna fuck me up with that. But I'm gonna use my reaction to riposte that last attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I will expend his spirit and make a melee weapon attack.
one of you casters needs to take silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That'll be a 22 to hit.
That hits. We might get through this fight.
Right. So,
We might get through this fight faster than I thought. Y'all do a lot of damage.
Seven.
But so do they.
There's
7,
there's
8,
7 of us.
8, Grigor.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
3 of
13,
you are
14,
paladins.
15, and
Gang.
17. Be 17 piercing damage.
Woo!
Get it.
I also had to think about that 3 of you are 5e paladins, not 2024 paladins. Should have thrown in a third dragon just for Grigor. All right, now for the crit damage on you, Zach.
Yeah.
Ooh, that first
ruined my day.
Ooh, that first D10 is a 9, and that second one is an 8. So 17 plus 8 is 25. That's 50 piercing damage.
50?
Yep. Crit, double all damage. That's why it's busted.
Oh yeah, he got 20.
He got 20.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You got 25
Yep,
damage on
yep.
25 damage on the roll. He rolled very well on his damage.
Ah.
Jinkies.
It is. It is 2d10 plus 8 piercing. So
We well.
You know what? I deserve that. I stabbed him in his hand when he was trying to attack. So you know what? That's on me.
and bonus action. I'm just kidding. The multi attack means he can't use his bonus action. He can only use the bonus action when he breath weapons, which seems backwards. But you know what? That's how I broke this stat block for some reason. Yeah, don't count on any normal ass stat blocks, Zach. don't.
That's fine.
Well, based on the
Stat blocks.
normal ass stat blocks, no, I only use hairy ass stat block. Sorry.
Very good.
So that is that dragon's turn, and now it is everyone else. Krios. It's Krios, Cyrillus, Amaryllis, and Ramses.
Go
That's
for it.
great.
Y'all
Yeah.
rolled so
Yeah.
bad on initiative.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Hey Cole, did you take a D4 necrotic damage?
I did not,
From the
and I did not
wounding?
roll. Let me roll that d4, and then he'll roll for the save.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 4.
Hey, every little bit helps.
And let's roll his save.
DC 15.
That
save.
is a natural 1 for a total of 11, so that's a fail.
Get wounded.
Actually, just so you know, that I know you played in my one-shots before. Nat 1s and Nat 20s are auto successes and failures, but only in combat. Out of combat,
Heard.
you'll add your modifiers.
Got it.
Nat 1, auto failure. So,
Stay wounded.
with that, it is Krios.
Let's freaking get it. All right, so Krios is going to kick off with a quicken spell, and he's going to cast a 3rd level ice knife at our lovely dragon. I'm going to ping it on the map, the one to his left.
Okay.
And I'll roll to hit. What I got? +8 to the hit DC. Okay. I rolled a 1. I'm going to use that that old inspiration die from last session.
Smart.
Because my ego can't set that. I can't. This is a 19 hit.
A 19, no.
Rats. All right. Well, ego be dead. Krios will
It's
curse
better,
the gods.
It's better than a nat 1.
He will curse the gods and will instead go ahead and cast a 4th level. Sorry. 5th level. Sorry. No, that's okay. No, he doesn't have to cast that. I'm gonna get in the midst. I'm gonna get up close to that dragon. I can't move my token. I'm gonna move like into melee range.
You can't? I thought I gave you control. Let me see. Control by carry H, yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to move it.
It says it's controlled
Should
by
I-
carry, yeah. Click
Am I
there.
clicking the wrong button on my mouse?
It's
Uh,
the hand. It's not the arrow. It's the hand on the.
No,
the
I
menu.
thought it was the arrow. I've been using the arrow.
Is it?
It might be the
Oh.
arrow. I'll move you closer
trying
for
to-
now.
It's the.
Thank you.
It's the arrow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All good.
Rios, you shot off an ice knife, right?
I did. Oh yeah, he has to make the deck save. Forgot about that.
Yay.
That'll be DC 16.
That is a 18.
All right. Well, let me roll the damage for the piercing damage. Oh wait, no, that's not a hit. I'm sorry. Never mind. Just kidding. We're gonna get in the midst for that dragon. I'm gonna roll to make a weapon attack
Okie dokie.
with
Your new fancy, your new Sylvaron.
this new sword.
So he pulls out a red and gold blade with sigils of the sun grafted upon it, and runes glowing for the sigils of Godfrey, which are lions and the sun.
And praise the sun.
I'll praise the sun. I think a 27 hits, don't it?
Oh yeah, which is so funny because this same god really screwed over one of Jake's other characters in one of my other games.
I do like that you give the context every single time.
New people need to hear it.
And I think with that strike, you know, it's only fitting to add a divine smite to it. I think.
Oh yeah, only fitting.
Let me roll damage on the strike. Okay, so that's a 12 slashing damage, and then because this is a dragon, that's 2d10 for force damage. So let me do the 2d10.
Who would have thought Godfrey doesn't like dragons?
I'll be an additional 6 force damage.
So total so far?
18. And let me add our smite if I can find it. Why is this so hard to find? Here we go. Wait, did I find it? Yes, here we go. Spell slot 2d8 extra radiant damage. So here we go. 2d8. That'll be 11. So that's 12, 6. That's 29 points of damage from that weapon attack.
Ooh. And since you bloodied him, since you got him to bloodied state, he is going to use his reaction.
Boo.
His reaction is he's going to unfurl his wings, and he's going to breathe in the air and flap at the same time, sending a gust of flaming wind directly at Krios. I need a dex save.
Okay. Dex save. What we got, baby? 23!
You save, so you take half damage, and you are not knocked prone.
Oh, dang. Only half rats. Okay. How much damage is it?
It's not as much as the breath weapon. It's just a reaction. So this is only 3d10. And he rolled bad on it. That is, with being halved, that's only going to be 9 fire damage.
Okay, bet. We eat those. And to finish out, since I'm a level 5 paladin, I got 2 weapon attacks. So
Yes, you
I'm
do.
going to take another strike with my other blade, the blade that I started this campaign with, which is also a weapon of wounding.
Hey.
So fun. As me roll to hit that guy. That's a 25.
That hits.
Awesome. So for piercing damage, that'll be 4 for piercing. And right. What was the necrotic thing? Sorry. 1d4 necrotic damage. So I got shit. I cleared the roll. Hold on. It's 3 plus. How much did I say for the piercing damage? Do you remember? Was it 4 or 5?
4.
4. Okay. 4 plus 3, so 7 damage total.
Okay.
And I think that's enough. I think I'll call it for that one.
I think that's enough. Okay.
I think that's all right.
Damn it, I'm done.
I did enough. Okay. All right, Cyrillus.
Okay. Where is she in relation to the dragons? Because I can't see anything. So
She is where she is, and she is on the other side of one of the dragons from everyone else but Ramses.
cool.
And the other one is on the other side of the boat.
Cool.
So the one right in front of you is fighting Thea, Krios, and Talus.
Okay.
That's the one that has been getting hit really hard, but has also been hitting, mostly Talus really hard.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to cast confusion on it. That feels dangerous on an airship, on the deck of an airship.
So what?
That's already kind of on fire. Thankfully, it's got magical
Right,
resistance.
like she's-
So, but the airship does have hit points, and I have been calculating them.
There is not a lot I've got. I set most of my stuff for other stuff. Can she see her brother?
No, he's very far away on the boat. He's on
Damn
the
it.
complete other side of the boat.
Cool. She's gonna cast Calm Emotions on herself.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense.
She like her goal is to like stay as out of the way because she
I gave her trauma.
yeah. So she's not doing so hot. So she's literally like, nope, I gotta keep my shit together. And then she's going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Ramesses, like immediately. Like she's gonna be like, cool, I'm gonna come down, and then yeah. What she's got.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you hear a voice you've never heard before in your head. Just, you cannot save anyone. Krios has doomed you all.
What?
So Carrie knows who that voice is. And he's starting to mess with, and he is starting to mess with your party.
I don't like him.
The way you just tapped your screen just made me think you had blocked.
Literally, like she's got a pretty firm grasp on her own psyche, and she's just gonna be like, I didn't invite you here. And then she's going to literally cast his whatever presence is in her own mind out. She's like, no. Not today. Not in my brain. Not my head, Satan.
Not far off.
Gee.
So now I don't directly traumatize Krios, I just have his actions traumatize everybody. No, it's okay, that's gonna happen to everybody. Everyone's actions are gonna hurt everyone else.
Sorry, gang.
Oh, you think we're not gonna have some of that for Amaryllis and Ramsey soon? What do you think?
Bro, the voices were already there. Like, I'm just bringing them on. It's fine.
Not the voices.
I just love seeing Pyrea's reactions to everything after being gone for 2 sessions, being like, what happened?
Weapons talking to me. My little psionic daggers just like do their cool little smirky thing and disappear, and they don't try and chit chat. It's fine.
Did you ever ask them how they were doing?
No, Zach, I didn't.
A good warrior talks to their weapons, make sure that they're feeling okay. All right, so now it is Amaryllis and then Ramses.
As I scoured all my spells for what would not hit Vivara, I was like, oh god, we're so close. Okay. Yeah, he's going to immediately see this green dragon and use Mind Spike on it. If you will do a wisdom save for me.
That is a 5.
Amazing. Okay. So you Dragon butt take. That's a lot of ones. Oh, 13 damage. That's just rude. 13 damage from that one. No, it exited on my character sheet. That's just rude. Hey now.
Man,
play with me.
I'm not the only one who doesn't want pisses off Amaryllis.
Rah. Okay. Work with me, app.
Also,
Someone else struggles with D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's fighting.
I'm always fighting with it.
Also, I think it's a rite of passage now that everyone's first session playing with me at a main campaign, they have to get crit. Because I'm pretty sure I crit Thea in the first episode too.
Oh man. Okay, and I
Did
wrote this down.
did Krios get crit in episode 1?
Yeah, I think like the second session.
Okay,
think
so not
so.
your first session
Okay,
with
fair.
me, but...
And then we'll do quicken spell. And we're also gonna antagonize this guy. Just another wisdom save from you, please.
That one is a 19.
Okay, so you'll take half.
And now, just so you know that you have cast an offensive spell, your sanctuary is gone. So you can be attacked. Unless Grigor just does it again.
I've got a dwarf princess up here that'll kick your ass. That's just 6 damage on that one.
Okay.
That was awesome.
He was going to do the sanctuary on Varvara if she didn't go right after him, because then it would have been useless.
Oh!
If their initiatives were swapped,
What?
like she went first and then Grigor, he would have been doing sanctuary every turn, so nobody could hit his girlfriend. He's like, don't hit my lady! Shit, she goes right after me. Fuck.
We love him.
Alright.
What a healthy relationship. Such
Yeah,
a green flag.
Yeah, let's see how that goes. Hopefully he doesn't die.
You stop that.
I will come after you.
You're gonna come down to Texas and beat me up?
Oh yes, I am already working on my Canadian passport, so that means I will have free
Ah!
Alright.
Yeah.
and you will be in danger.
Oh god.
I'm already worried about when Jack sees me in December. After what I did at Uroth. Alright, so now it is finally Ramsey's turn.
All right. Ramses is gonna pick up the spear, sprint at the dragon as he passes by Cyrillus. He just says, "Thank you, my lady," and kind of vaults off of this this lounger right here, jumps up. As he runs, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So this like kind of crackling yellow-orange circular shield appears where my shield would normally be. I'm going to give myself a little marker to show that I am concentrating on that. I'm going to use this one. And then I will make 2 attacks at the at this dragon. Cole, do I get flanking because of allies around it?
Well, so how my flanking rules work, and we'll see if this qualifies. There must, if it is a large or if it is a huge or bigger creature, you don't just need one person on either side. You need 4 people to be surrounding it, and you do not quite because
Do not quite
Thea is a little too far.
to worry. First attack is going to be a not good 12.
That misses.
Second attack, oh god, is gonna be still not. Is a 17, which I believe misses, but I will use my inspiration that Cyrillus gave me. Is that a D10? D8?
D8.
10.
Or D10, sorry. Yeah, you guys, I forget you guys are level 12. D10.
Plus 6, so 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unload, so I'll do a 3rd level Divine Smite. Once I actually look up the rules for Divine Smite, don't tell me, I need to learn. Alright.
Also, you'll get a bonus for using the Bardic Inspiration. I'm sending you a thing.
Thank you. So that is going to be plus... Third, so plus 4d8 plus my improved Divine Smite, so plus 5d8. So this, I am two-handing. No, I'm not two-handing the spear. I am one-handing. So there's a d8.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need any of the damage separately?
No.
Okay, so that is 7 plus 14, 18, 25, 31, 33 total points of damage.
So, as you stab this dragon, this is the first dragon you have hit with your spear.
It is.
You stab and you pierce straight through with a good shot, and you hit it right in the jowl, like right in that artery, and you kill it. And as you do, your spear's eye grows wide, just constantly going, more, more, as all of the blood from this creature's body is drained into the spear, as well as you see an ethereal essence. This spear drains the soul of any dragon that it kills.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
You were given this spear by a dragon-slaying core.
Yeah, I know.
And the green dragon, his body falls and turns to dust. Everything dust. Only thing left is his skull. And Ramsey's eyes are glowing, like with a fiery orange.
Ramses looks absolutely taken aback and disgusted.
Yeah, the former dragon rider.
Yeah, he's not looking very happy at the moment. Well, what can you do? That's showbiz, baby.
The exact face he sees from Thea as everything turns to ashes.
Oh, and
Yeah,
you all see all of the blood spurt from this
because
thing.
we're on the other side of all of it.
Yeah, let me see if I can do the face.
Yo.
And we're just gonna...
The big one's just gonna go away.
Talus is bleeding out on the other side of the dragon. It's like, you could have done that sooner, but great, good, bully for you.
And then the other dragon turns and sees this. And its eyes, like the pupils dilate, and it just lets out this horrific, like, almost, Ramses, you're the only one who would pick up on this, heartbroken scream. As the shriek pierces all of your ears.
Oh, they were roommates.
It was, you actually just killed her mate.
Yeah.
And then she's going to do a legendary action. And she's going to get on all fours and point her mouth straight down at the ship. And she is going to breath weapon.
Oh, shit.
And I am going to roll damage. And this is also, you see this is green flames. This is their venom flame breath. Does both poison and fire damage.
You sure doesn't have to recharge?
It's a different breath weapon.
Are you sure the ship doesn't get a dex save?
With its dexterity of 0? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Give it a go.
that almost would have passed. That was 15 on the die. Okay, so let me.
You never know until you ask. I'm just saying.
This is a breath weapon that these kind of adult dragons can only do once per long rest. Let's get those 15 d10s.
That's so many.
I hate this.
The ship is barely holding together after taking 132 fire damage.
Illegal.
Well,
Goodness gracious.
a combination of fire and poison damage. So the ground is bubbling.
Pero-
So the wood is like inflamed and bubbling. Is what it looks like. The wood of the ship.
Oh no, poison wood.
And that dragon, and then the dragon, and you guys will get attacks of opportunity. Both Grigor and Varvara is going to flap and fly up, and she's going to attempt to flee. Grigor is going to take his opportunity attack, and that is a natural 1.
Come on, Grigor.
So I'm going to roll to see if he hits Varvara. Good, he does not. He just swings his halberd and just cuts a little bit of Varvara's hair off. Varvara, do you want to do an attack of opportunity?
Yep, it's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet.
Let's see if you do enough damage to ground her.
Do it. Do it.
So it's 11 plus 3 because I'm still raging, so 14.
14? Okay, that's not enough to ground her. But
But it's still...
something.
Yeah.
And I will give... Well, you all actually had your turn because this is the end of combat, so... Krios... well, actually, who hasn't used their reaction?
We
Yeah,
changed
I've not.
rounds.
If you are close enough... No, this is the end of the round. This is the end of the round. If you are close enough, or you have a spell to use as a reaction, I will allow it to try to attempt it from fleeing. So Thea, you can throw a dagger.
Yeah.
So you use any spell as a reaction?
In this specific situation, I will say yes, but it will cost you your action on your turn.
Okay. I'll take that chance.
See if y'all can kill her before she flees.
Yeah, could
Yeah.
I throw a dagger, but like try and specifically aim it at like her eye?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if it hits. Oh, well, it's an 18 on the die plus 8, so it's a 26 in total. So the one dagger
Mm-hmm.
will ye.
Roll me some damage, and we'll see what you do to her.
Cole, because of the spear's range is increased by 30 feet, I can throw it at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that doesn't do much to her. You hit her eyebrow, and your dagger is in there now.
Fine. I was hoping to like distract her so somebody could like do something else to like pull her.
I rolled an 18 and a 16 for 25 total on disadvantage.
That hits.
Now, Cole, I have the Sentinel feat. So let me.
So I think the way Sentinel, with specific wording, says if they move through your...
When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of their turn.
This does count as an opportunity attack, so...
Yes,
Thank,
it does.
thank you, my lord.
Because of this specific situation I gave you, this actually works.
Thank you. That's why I was really hoping I'd get to. That's 14 points of damage, and her speed is 0.
She is stuck where she is. As you
I
throw your
think
spear... Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he's like looking at the spear, and then almost on instinct, as the dragon takes off, hurls the spear, and it goes through the wing and like pins the wing to the deck.
Ooh.
It does do that. It pins the wing.
And then it does return to me, but it throws her off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like there.
So-
Stalls
Shoot
for
my
fun.
dagger.
So if anyone else
Ow.
would like to use their action or reaction to cast a spell or something now, because she does go before... I think it's probably a waste for Talus, Grigor, and Varvara, because you all go before it.
Yeah.
But for Krios, anyone else who wants to try something, I will allow it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
So Cyrillus
for sure.
has a robe of stars,
Ooh.
which means that she gets to cast magic missile up to 6 times a day,
Yeah.
and then have anywhere from 1 to 6 of those stars, which represents the ability to cast. You know, it's fun. It's this fun little rechargeable magic missile coat. So she's gonna cast magic missile at the fucking dragon
Okay, and that can't hit, so roll.
At-
that can't miss, so roll
at
damage.
the 5th level. At 5th level.
Oh,
So
oh my god.
yeah.
Phenomenal.
That's 8 darts.
That's so many
Okay.
darts.
So I need 8d4. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Cool. Hold please.
Get it.
Oh no, I have to go to my D4 bag. Hold please.
Hold, please.
Not the D4 bag.
Troubling realizations for Ramses.
Yeah.
I would vote to say that Talus maybe also finds it troubling, because that's where the fuck did that come from?
Talus, I think, who like really doesn't really know what's going on. I think it's very visible that Ramses is unhappy. You can definitely tell he is obviously not cool with it, with the situation.
Jake gave me a dragon rider whose dragon had been slain, and I was like, "Cool, here's this dragon killing weapon that."
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
That is cursed, and you are bound to.
The most
Jeez.
disrespectful apology gift.
Mm-hmm.
Given to him by the people
It
who
was
killed
rude.
his dragon.
How many?
8 d4. Given to him by Lord Burgleys.
We love Lord Burgley.
I'm putting pieces together now. Okay, all right. I see. I see.
Sorry.
15 points of damage.
Okay.
16. I lie. Because it's
Hey.
however many D4s plus 1.
Krios is also going to try to get in on the action. With the, how the hell do you pronounce this? Sninlock's Snowball Swarm. At the 4th level. And they got to make a Dex 16 save.
That is a natural 1.
Let's
Oy.
fucking
Yeah.
All right, so it'll be
Get his
5d6, and I'll be 19 points of damage.
Dang.
Cool.
Would you consider this as me? This is not a reaction at all, but the only like long range spell I have other than throwing another dagger is Hellish Rebuke.
You already threw your dagger, though.
Oh, that's true.
You already
Never
did your
mind.
reaction.
I did.
Is it still in the sky?
No, she's down.
Technically, like, is
Krios-
this happening all at once?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Krios has pinned her.
Get hit by a spear and then just gets jumped by everybody.
Yeah.
It's like
That's-
that bit from the one Justice League movie where it's like, Green Lantern's got this.
Boom. I was thinking Dragon Ball Z abridged where Frieza like what comes out from after being solar flared and Vegeta does this bitch, and they all just start shooting key blasts. Except in that situation, it didn't do anything. In this one, it is. I think instead of using Thea's like art for the thumbnails, I'm just gonna pick Pyrea randomly making faces as Thea for the Pyrea parts
No!
for the Thea parts of the thumbnail.
I need no.
Oh no! Horde down!
If he starts,
I keep running into
doing,
walls with him. Sorry.
if Cole starts using people's faces, I'm fucked as well.
The thing that people point out is the expressions that I make while we play games. It is literally every single game I've ever played in. They're like
You're
Pyrea's
just
expression.
very expressive.
I was like, it's just my face, everybody.
You're just very
Oh, yeah.
expressive.
There you go.
Okay.
Krios, what you got?
Let's go.
Oh, after the snow. Wait, do I have another action?
No, I
Oh,
was saying.
sorry, I missed that.
Oh, I think
missed that.
Amaryllis was trying something.
Yeah.
Oh,
To see if you
Wait,
can.
I was
no.
considering.
Yeah.
I had ideas, but everyone will hit Favara, and I was like, if he's in the air, maybe no. So
Listen,
okay, you know what?
Laura's
We will.
got-
Barbara is
No,
sneaky.
I will not hit her.
She's trying. Look, Valley's like, do it. Do it.
No.
I'm strong enough.
I'm just going to mind spike him again because that's what we
That
got.
is
If you'll give me,
It's a good spell.
That's a natural 20 on the save, so.
rude. Okay, well then take half.
Gosh darn it.
Listen, that nat 1 save
It's
for
saving.
Creed.
Oh, but that was 31, so half 31.
15.
15. That's I'll take it.
This is good.
Okay, and with
yeah, it's not bad.
it is
Ah.
it's Grigor's turn. Grigor is going to actually, he sees where things are going with this fight, and he's going to Misty Step over to Talus. His bonus action. And then he's going to lay on hands you for 60 hit points.
Oh, thank God.
Hey.
Oh,
He's gonna
yay.
go, you look like you're a little worse for wear, my boy.
I don't feel great, but that is much better. Thank you very much.
And then he's going to turn around. Varvara, kick its ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's her turn, by the way. And then it's Talus's turn. See if y'all can kill it before its
Alright.
next turn.
Oh, we will.
Try.
Oh, we will. We will.
Do my best.
Y'all like took that first dragon's HP from like max to nothing so fast. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. This one giving us a little harder.
Mostly it was the sneak attack, so I'm like, oh great, I have to factor in for 3 paladins and 2 rogues now.
Yeah. I didn't know how to use my sneak attack.
So,
Okay.
since I have a hammer of runic focus, I'm going to actually use its charge to hit the hammer against the ground to get myself a +3 to damage
Okay.
and attack rolls.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So she's gonna do that, and she's gonna do a reckless attack, so I can get myself advantage. Okay, perfect. So it's the 15 on advantage +6, so 21.
That hits.
It hits. It hits, and then we have 1d10. I have +6, 15 damage.
Okay. Second attack.
Second attack. I have 29 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I
I can't wait till I get to say that doesn't hit at one point.
Oh God.
Okay, listen,
I-
but this one was a natural one, so on a but hold on, wait, the damages doesn't work.
Well, natural
Is
one
it-
on damage, it's just you take the 1 and add whatever you had.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
not
yeah.
a lot, but
Apologize. So that's because I took that +3, so I have plus. Hold on, let me go back to what I rolled. Okay, so that was a 6 + 6, so it's a 12.
okie dokie. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Right, Talus.
Tell us, finish it
Alright.
off.
Feeling spry. Thank you, Grigor. I rather appreciate that. I'm going to go try to finish this up. Actually, I don't think I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're a
40,
rogue.
45.
You have bonus action dash.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just seeing how far it was. Yeah, I can get there.
Cool.
Come get it, big boy. All right, it's a bonus action dash. And we're going to take 2 attacks.
Okay.
Oh, I was so close to a crit. It would be 27 to hit.
That hits.
And
You do get sneak attack because Barbara is right there.
yeah, I was trying to see if I was going to crit on the second attack, and I was going to sneak attack that one, but I didn't. But the other one is still a 15 plus 8, so a 23 to hit. So they'll both hit.
Mm-hmm.
So 5. So 9 plus 12. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that'll be 25 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
From
Hey.
Ooh. All right. So Talus is going to. Let me find this rules one. The Talus is gonna like get up from Grigor, like healing him up, and then just full sprint, run, and kind of like run up the wing that's like on the ground, and just take the rapier and jump and just like come down like right in the neck. And I feel like when it comes down, the dragon's like whipping its head around, and he's just like holding on for dear life, as it like finally
Metal.
flops to the ground.
The dragon is dead, and this one didn't disintegrate.
Get the heart.
Is there gonna be more of
No,
that?
literally, I was about to say Thea is going to like get scales and teeth and anything that I need.
So meanwhile,
like,
as the ship is crashing, you see Mark and
oh, it's still crashing.
and
We're
Viseo.
crashing?
Oh no!
Yeah, Viseo goes, "We have to dock at the nearest dock. Oh, look!" And he pulls y'all into the dock that you're flying over in the dwarven kingdom of Horgoth.
Ah!
So next session,
Mm.
on your way to Sylvaron, you'll have to make a pit stop at Horgoth to repair the ship and probably meet with Varvara's father.
My
So
father?
as he's stealing you guys in, we'll start next session with you guys examining the dragon bodies and having the aftermath of this session, which I'm gonna assume there's gonna be quite a bit of from everything that happened. But that is where we're gonna end this episode, everybody. So tune in for next session, episode 5 of Gleaming Wildfire. Zach will be returning for the next few sessions. We don't know exactly how many sessions he'll be here, but he's going to be here for a few going down the line, at least until the end of it. At least until the end of
Here
this,
until he dies.
at least until the end of this arc. So he'll be here around for a while. So tune in next session to see how Ramses deals with what he just did, and how Varvara deals with meeting her dad. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Maybe subscribe if you like D&D content, homebrew TTRPG stuff. We do it here somewhat often. Not as often as I would like, but we were going to work on that. But anyways, we'll see you all on the next episode.